think he did. So
He doesn't smoke.
the reason he was asking if you were gonna smoke is because
He doesn't smoke.
I guess he has like a chronic disease. So he was
Oh.
like he asked that like people don't smoke while he's here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, it's cool.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean you can't? You don't smoke. Just kidding. I'm playing.
I know, right? Well, all right. So here you go. Just I don't know how long it'll last. Yeah. Oh, here's your coffee.
Gracias.
Here's your water. Let me,
I appreciate you.
yeah, of course. Let me, pull it just a little bit. I just want to make sure it's hot. That's all. Let me get water real quick.
Okay.
We'll get started.
Hmm?
So the last podcast episode I did, it was live, but I didn't have these little mics, so you couldn't really hear it.
Uh-huh.
And now today you can hear it.
So now we're gonna be like screaming into the. Just kidding.
Yeah. Are you talking to the mic?
Which one? This one?
No, that mic.
Hello?
Yeah, we on. Okay, so we're. All
No, like which one?
right. And then oh, I think I normally use this chair, but can you kind of like keep us updated on time? Time is it right now? Like 5:45?
No, it's 5:33.
5:33? Perfect. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Want to introduce yourself?
Sure.
What?
Oh, so we're on?
Yeah, we're on.
Oh, we're on.
I just wanted to like let it. I didn't want to be like, hey, we're recording. I just want to let it go naturally.
Oh, okay. Got it. Got it. Got
Yeah.
it. Hey, what's up? This is Monica from Rollin Mamacitas.
Okay, okay. And so, who is Rollin Mamacitas?
Um, so so Rolling with Mamacitas is my business.
Okay.
It's a rolling paper brand. It was created about 5 years, no, 7 years ago.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you have your business is rolling papers.
Rolling papers, exactly. So it's like a smoking accessories.
Okay. And I think you told me you don't smoke.
I do,
You
but
do?
I'm just not smoking at the moment.
Okay, at the moment.
Yeah,
So
I
you don't-
haven't like gave up smoking or anything.
Okay.
It's just that I take breaks.
Okay. Okay.
From time to time because I feel it's healthy when you do. Get your mind right. Not that my mind isn't right when I smoke. You just need the break sometimes.
Yeah. I know I told you, and I don't say it in confidence. So everybody knows. I think so. I'm
Mm-hmm.
clean and sober. So I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't
Mm-hmm.
do any drugs.
Mm-hmm.
I used to drink and maybe do other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Was never really into smoking weed.
Mm-hmm.
But I imagine someone who can smoke weed and take breaks. What that means is you don't have a problem.
Exactly.
Because if you did have a problem, you wouldn't be able to take the breaks, right?
Right.
So that means you're probably someone that has self control. So that's one thing I can see from you right away. You have self control.
Yes.
So
Yes. And that's one of the reasons why I do take
okay.
my breaks. Sometimes I feel like there's things that you need to focus on with just a clear mind. No smoking, sober.
Okay.
So when I'm really focused trying to do something, I don't smoke.
So does that mean you don't have an addictive personality?
Right.
You don't.
I do not have an addictive
Nice.
personality.
That's dope. That's nice. You know what?
I feel like, don't get me wrong, I feel like there's things that, you could be addicted to,
Mhm.
coffee, going to the gym,
Mm.
but yeah, for the most part, no, I don't have an addictive
See, like
personality.
for me, like I mean, I wouldn't say I'm addicted to coffee or caffeine
Mm-hmm.
or maybe pre-workout, but
Mm-hmm.
like for me, like I have an addictive personality. So like with stuff I like or love, whatever, I
Mm-hmm.
just get obsessed. I
Mm-hmm.
just become obsessed. And but the difference between like I may have an addictive personality, but like all that stuff, like outside of like drinking and like drinking alcohol, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like at one point I drank alcohol. When I would drink, like I had to have it. Like
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't function without it, right?
Right.
But like all these other things in life, like I can function without pre-workout. I can function without coffee. I can function without the gym, right? Like I
Mm-hmm.
can live. Like
Right.
the only thing like that, like I probably am addicted to would be like good food.
Mm-hmm.
But we can't live without food,
Right.
which is a weird.
I'm addicted to good food too.
What kind of good food?
Everything. I'm not picky.
No, not at
Yeah, we
all.
were. I'm not picky.
Onions
I'm
and
not.
tomato.
I love it.
You like chile?
I love chile.
Yeah.
Extra chile
You
for
know, for
me.
being Mexican, I'm a little pussy about chili.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really eat chili.
Yeah,
Um,
I actually need to. I think that's one of the things that I need to like cut back on is chile because
really?
I
Why?
just I eat too much of it. It's just everything I eat has to have some. It
I,
has to be spicy and it has to be extra spicy.
I don't. I don't think chile is like. I don't think it has like a bad side effect. Maybe some like heartburn. Maybe.
Well, yeah. Well, as you know, as you get older, it just affects you differently. You
Does it?
know, so I just
I think chile. I don't know if chile is acidic.
it
Maybe.
is.
Is it?
It is. I
Yeah.
believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I always my excuse when I tell people I don't eat chili is I have acid reflux, so I'm like I can't eat it. But
Mhm.
it's not. I don't eat it not because I have the acid reflux because I eat pizza, I eat whatever I want,
Mhm.
but I can use that as an excuse because I do have acid reflux. So
Right.
I'm like,
Right.
yeah, I can do it. Sorry.
I know that's
You
one
know?
of the things I love to eat too, pizza.
Oh,
But it just gets me so sick.
does it
Yeah, it gets
really?
me so sick. Now I don't know if it's because I like try to eat clean. So
Okay.
like when I do eat it, it makes me so sick, but I still I still eat it.
Yeah.
I'll have my slice of pizza because I love pizza.
I mean, I think. I mean, if you do it like in like modest. Oh, hold on. Oh, what up, G?
Too.
No, we're recording, but you can come in. Yeah,
Hi,
Hi, how you doing?
what's up? What's up?
yeah. You come in. So this is Chase to Blend, right?
Yeah.
Chase to Blend.
Hey,
Chase.
Monica.
Monica,
Nice to meet you.
And he is a barber. You got the OTR tattoo.
Yeah, I got a tattoo.
Damn, dog. That's
Dang,
commitment. So something
representing.
this is my first time meeting Chase, but we follow each other on Instagram,
Uh huh.
and something we both have in common. We both cut up lefty gunplay.
Yeah.
But this is his main barber.
Okay.
I've cut him a couple times, I think 3 times, but you cut him.
No, you get down, man. No,
You cut him a lot though, no?
Yeah, I cut him up
He
a
cuts
lot.
him up on like the regular. So now he's cutting up like Blanco. He's cutting up Jay.
Mhm.
And all the other guys.
Yeah.
Cool.
Chair or what?
There's two chairs.
Yeah.
My bad, I don't want to mess with it.
No, you're good. You're good. We were just having a conversation
Yeah, we're just having a conversation about food.
about food. Yeah.
Chile.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
What kind of
Talking
food?
You're like, what kind of food?
chili food.
Chili
You
food?
know?
Yeah.
I'm just telling her.
Yeah, spicy.
And the
So
homegirl
spicy.
over here is watching the Dodger game. Are we up yet? Are we up yet?
Two up
Are we
two.
up yet?
Up two?
We are.
Yeah, up
Oh,
You
two.
know. Even though we're up 2-0 right now, we're the underdogs for this game, which I don't. I mean, I guess because we're in New York, but we're still the same team, and they're still the same team.
This is about Fat Joe, you know.
Ah.
Is that what it was?
I'm like, why did they
They
bring
brought him out.
Fat
Like,
Joe?
did he perform?
Yeah, he was
Like the way Ice
performing.
Cube did.
I was like, why? Like, it wasn't like Ice Cube. Yeah, can't compare.
Have you
But
seen how much weight he lost?
Yeah, Ice Cube. Yeah, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
no, Fat Joe.
Fat Joe.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Skinny
Fat
Joe.
Joe?
Just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah. He lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
His performance was really good.
It was good.
Yeah. It was
What
crazy.
songs did he perform?
I don't remember. I just watched it today. I don't even remember. I literally just watched it on YouTube today. I didn't even get to watch it.
That's all.
Hey,
That's
hold on.
only
That
one.
song, look, back in the day, I'm a LA baby. But back in the day, that I'm from New York with Fat Joe and Ja Rule.
Mhm.
That song was legit.
It was lit. Yeah,
That
it was
song
pretty
was
lit.
legit.
Uh-huh.
I will say that is probably one. That's like one of the all-time bangers right there. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be bumping. I'm like, I'm not even from New York, bro. You know?
But the song is lit. Yeah.
There was like there's a gang in LA that made a remix of that song that was I'm from LA. It was cool, but it didn't go as hard as the original. You know what I mean? What are you guys up to today?
We're just hitting the gym.
That's right. Any
I was
cuts?
just doing laundry. No cuts today. I was just chilling at home, man, and then you hit me up, and then I was me and him. We go to the gym. Go to Gold's gym a lot.
Which one?
You go to Gold's?
Yeah,
Oh, me
which
too.
Gold?
I go to Gold's too. Eh.
Which one do you go to?
Downtown Long Beach.
Oh, the
I
new
live in
one.
Long Beach,
You
yeah.
go to the new one.
Yeah.
How is it?
It's nice.
I've been wanting to visit.
Yeah, no, it's sick.
They got a sauna?
Oh yeah. We were going in the sauna. We do all that. Weights.
I kind of make it a thing to go to all the Gold's gyms.
Me
Like,
too. I like to go to all. Yeah, because I
What?
think I mean, it's the best gym. You know, it's
Yeah.
like the cleanest gym too.
Do you know what happened though?
What happened?
So have you heard of EOS?
Nuh-uh.
They have like it's like a gym that has like $10 memberships.
Oh,
Right?
the EOS. I think I
EOS,
have
they
heard of
bought
it.
LA Fitness and they bought Golds.
Oh yeah, I heard of it.
Golds is
Yeah.
gonna change, but it's gonna take maybe like a year. So enjoy it because it might be
Oh.
changing. Yeah, I don't. I've been
So
with
does
Golds.
that mean that my membership is gonna be $10?
We'll see. We'll
Because I
see.
paid 30.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. So I went there. I try. I went. So when I heard that, I tried a EOS
Mm-hmm.
fit like in Santa Ana, see what it's like.
Mm-hmm.
It's trash,
Mm.
trash. So
Well, to be honest, the reason why I even go to the gym is just because I like to take advantage of the classes.
what kind of classes?
It's like the spin class, and then they
Okay.
have because like if you go to like a private spin class gym or like a cycling
Yeah.
gym, you're paying like I don't know, like $300 a month versus paying $30 a month, and you can
Yeah.
just go
There's one of
save some
those.
money.
There's one that's famous. The cycling gym.
It's
There's one
the
next
Soul
to.
Cycle or something
There's
like that.
one next to the Gold's Gym in downtown LA. On 7th and Fig,
Mm-hmm.
in that down there in that little corridor
Mm-hmm.
where Gold's is. There's one of those. I know.
Mm.
I I think something cycle, but
Some
it's one of
Soul
those.
Cycle, something like that.
Yeah. But there's one of those. They're really popular. There's like a whole chain of them. They're really popular, all over.
Yeah, I like cycling,
Like
so
cycling.
yeah.
I'll
So
ride a bike, but cycling I don't know. What about you? You like
Or-
cycling?
you're
I have
like
a
no.
Fuji. No, I do. I just don't really go that often. But like, I actually have like a Fuji like carbon fiber bike, so it's
Oh
like
shit. Okay.
I have like a good bike.
Like a
but
road
I
bike.
don't.
Road bike.
Yeah, I have a road bike, but I don't
Mhm.
even like
Yeah.
use it like that. But I should.
Biking is cool, but like at the gym, I don't know how people do it. Like being on one of one of those cycling bikes or being on the treadmill, or being
Mhm.
on the stairmaster, like after like 5 minutes of seeing the same thing over and over, I'm just like,
Yeah.
No, but that's why you go to
eh.
the classes, you know.
Yeah.
That's
Recently,
why.
I started watching Netflix on while I do it. It
Oh,
makes it a
okay.
little bit
It makes it
easier,
better.
little
Uh-huh.
bit. But I'm still like, dude, I'm still in the same spot. Like,
Yeah.
what is this shit?
Excuse
Right.
me. Is that a pre-workout?
No.
Okay.
So I'm actually using it as a stand for my mic. This is just water. There's
that's
nothing
cool.
in here, but there's water in here.
I seen you like post like you sponsored by like Blackstone.
So I work with
Labs, or-
Blackstone Labs and I work with TC1 Gel.
That's cool. I
Yeah.
use Blackstone.
What do you
Labs
use from
pre-workout.
Blackstone?
I like Dust. I like the
So
Dust.
I'm mad about Blackstone right now because have you heard of Blackstone
No, I
Labs?
haven't. Is this
It's like
just
a
for guys or
bodybuilder.
is it for?
You can,
Oh, you
no, they
said it's
have
for
girls.
bodybuilders.
They have no,
Oh.
they have girl stuff too.
Okay.
It's a bodybuilding company owned by PJ Braun. But here's the history real quick for
Mhm.
anybody that doesn't know. So Blackstone Labs has been around for a while. It's like they call it the holy grail of bodybuilding, right?
Mhm.
And back in the day, Blackstone Labs was full of like influencers that were like yoked, right?
Uh-huh.
And I don't really know the whole story, but Blackstone Labs I think was selling like pro hormones, which everybody was doing it, right?
Mhm.
Which was basically over the counter steroids, something like that. And I'm not trying to throw dirt on their name. It's just it was going on,
Mhm.
right? Companies were selling pro hormones left and right.
Mhm.
Companies everywhere. You could go into like a Max Muscle in Pasadena, and you could buy like pills that were basically like steroids, right?
Mhm.
And so I'm guessing Blackstone Labs was doing that or something like that, and it may or may not have been legal. And this dude named Aaron Singer, he got hit for like a fourth DUI, and when he got hit for that DUI, he was going to do some time. So what he did was he threw his partner PJ Braun under the bus for the
Mm.
steroids. So PJ goes to prison for selling steroids,
Oh wow.
and so he can't even be a part of the company right now. So like they still sell like pro hormones, but now it's like even pre workout nowadays it's just not what it used to be. You know,
Yeah.
2009 you can get pre workout with dimethylthalamine, which you felt like you were at a rave,
Mhm.
and so kids started taking those pre workouts.
Jack 3D.
They started getting like sick, or they
Mhm.
started overdosing because they were taking too much, going to the hospital, and then they started regulating it. So now Dust Reloaded, you know the Dust Reloaded.
I haven't had it like since back in the day.
Okay, so Dust Reloaded was like the best pre workout on the market. 390 milligrams of caffeine. It had something called Yohimbe. It has something called Yohimbe. And I guess recently I went to go get some more, and they changed the formula. They cut it from like 390 to like 175. And I was asking somebody at a wholesale nutrition, and they were saying that some influencer kids took it. It was too strong. They went to the hospital, and the company had to regulate it.
For real?
Yeah, and so like even back in the day, do you remember Four Loko
Oh
and
my
juice?
gosh.
Kids were drinking Four Loko and juice. They're going to the hospital, and then they took them off the market. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like people that should have never been taking it in the first place. I mean, now alcohol is bad. I mean, alcohol is bad, but it's always whether it's the alcohol industry or the bodybuilding industry or the gym or fitness industry or whatever it is, kids that shouldn't be taking things,
Yeah.
they get sick and then they go viral on videos.
Yeah, doing too much.
That's like, oh, I'm gonna take
I used
this.
to do
It's a
that Jack
challenge.
3D. I remember I took
Jackson was back in the day was legit.
Yeah, I remember I took it one time, like at 9 o'clock. I didn't sleep like the whole night. Yeah, that's
Oh
crazy.
yeah. I don't. That's why I only work out in the morning. I don't ever work out at night. But like back 2009 when 2010 when Jack was like first popular, I weighed like $150, $160. I would take one scoop. Never got sick. Never went to the hospital. Never had any adverse reactions. I was fine.
Yeah, I never got sick. It just it worked though. Like
it worked good, and it worked good.
Yeah.
I think I tried a Jack 3D like a couple years ago, and I was like, what the hell is this trash?
Yeah,
it sucks, man.
It's
It's hard to find good pre-workout now.
Yeah,
I just drink Celsius.
Hey, stick to it. That's good.
I just drink that.
That's
cool. That's too.
if that can get you going, so like the only thing I'll say about me and like supplement companies is that I've been taking pre-workout on and off consistently since 2009, right? And I don't have to have it, but I like the way it makes me feel, so I take it before I work out, And so there's been times in my life where like I get a little immune to the caffeine.
Yeah.
Like there's
right.
Like there's gyms that like you go and like they have pre-workout that they sell, like they'll like put in a cup for you. Some of these gyms will be like, oh, you can buy a scoop of this and a scoop of this all in one shot. Let's go.
Yeah.
You're taking two full scoops of two different pre-workouts at the same time.
At Gold or
no, they don't do that at Gold.
like I haven't seen.
But the Golds in downtown LA on Fig, they have a juice bar, a smoothie bar.
Yeah, the only one I think nowadays is like worth it is the that I noticed that like really works is if you're trying to like really like get your bench press up is GAT Nitroflex. Have you had that
Nitroflex is cool.
Yeah.
I think before GAT Nitroflex had a testosterone booster in it.
Yeah.
And I think they had to take it out.
Oh, they
They may or may not have taken it out. I don't know, but yeah, I know I love pre-workout. I take in my house right now. I think I have 4 different pre-workouts in the cupboard.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't like taking the same one every day. Because then
you just get immune to it.
I gotta switch it up. Yeah. So
no, same with me too. Like I have to like I'll drink Celsius, and then I was drinking the Bangs, and then for some reason those were off the shelves for a while. I'm not sure. I didn't look into it, and then I just switch off too because I have good immune to it.
So the thing with Bang is Bang was getting sued by Monster because apparently what happened was Bang's copyright infringed on Monster because I guess basically what a Bang was a monster with like taurine and creatine and some other shit. So they copied Monster's formula. So they were getting sued by Monster, but instead Monster bought them out. So Monster owns Bang now.
Oh, okay. So that's what happened.
That's why they're selling them again.
Got it.
Yeah, and then like Bang is weird for me because like
I don't really drink them anymore.
It's like different. Bang's not hard enough for me for the gym, but it's too strong for me to like drink at work, like a full one.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, fuck, I want to go work out. You know what I mean? But it's like Bang's in a weird category where I did feel like being someone who's been in the industry for a while. Like I used to be a personal trainer, and I was like, this is like people buy these at gas stations. Like a mom or a kid can buy this at a gas station. Yeah. And it's not strong enough for me to work out, but this could probably like send someone into a fucking third orbit. Feel like they're on Mars, So yeah, that's just like that's a weird one for me. But Celsius is cool.
Yeah.
I don't feel anything when I drink a Celsius.
You're like it's nothing.
Like I could drink like a
compared to the powerful stuff you drink. I don't think it's nothing.
So like on the days I don't work out, right? Say Saturdays, I never work out Saturdays, right? I could have a coffee in the morning. Before I go to work, I'll stop at Albertsons. I'll get a Celsius, and then that's my caffeine for the day. So coffee and a Celsius, But when I do that, my coworkers are like, "Are you okay? Why are you mad today?" I'm like, "I'm not mad." They're like, "Why are you so quiet?" I'm like, "I didn't work out." They're like, "Oh, that's what it is. You're mad." I'm like, "I'm not mad. I'm just calm. Like I'm just calm, Because when I do work out in the morning, I'm like lit all day.
Yeah.
Like that Dust Reloaded. I got the original formula. from a spot called NutriStop. It's a online store in like Indiana or something like that.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, I feel that if I take that pre workout at 6:30 in the morning, at, at 1 p.m. I still feel it.
Oh, they still sell it? You can still buy it?
It's very hard. It's
It's hard
very
to
hard.
find.
Like I
People
found
have
this
it.
store. They had it on their website, and they had. She was gonna send me the other one, and I got a hold of this chick, the lady who owned it. She had one left of the original
Oh,
formula. One left.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know why that's
so
funny.
now, like now, the one I'm looking forward to.
Uh-huh.
So like Dust X is cool. Dust
I
X,
think I've tried that one.
Dust
Yeah.
X is decent.
That's cool.
Now what I'm gonna be looking forward to is there's this new one called Gorilla Mind.
I
Okay.
think I heard of that
And
one.
that one has there's one the original formula has 400 milligrams of caffeine,
Uh-huh.
and the new formula has 550 milligrams of caffeine. But I'm not
Mm.
gonna take a full scoop. If I do buy that one, I'll probably take like 3/4 of a scoop and try it out. Because 550 milligrams all in one shot, that's kind of a lot,
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
for
that's
So
a
sure.
lot.
it
That's a
sounds
lot
like
of.
that sounds like you're getting ready for a big crash like late in the day,
Yeah.
you know. So that's always hard. And for me, pre-workout, like I'm a barber, right? So
Hmm.
um, if I'm at the shop and it's slow, like if I sit down in the chair and I start watching Netflix and shit,
Yeah.
by like 2 o'clock I'm crashing. But
Hmm.
if like it's busy and I'm on my feet, no crash.
Yeah, you're
You know
good.
what I
Yeah.
mean? No crash. You know.
Yeah.
So like sometimes my coworkers are like, "Bro, sit down." I'm like, "No, I don't want to crash. So I'm just gonna stand. I'll eat standing up. I won't sit down. I'll like walk back and forth a little bit pace. Because I don't want to crash.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
Right,
know,
right,
Yeah.
right.
because then me like I have insomnia bad, right? And so like
Mm.
me, if I have a coffee at 2 or 3 o'clock,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna make
That's
my
it.
insomnia worse. That I'm
Yeah.
tossing and
Hmm.
turning all night. Even though, like, it's funny because like I could drink a coffee and I'll start yawning at the shop, sitting in the chair, I go in the back, take a nap or something like that. Go in my car, take a nap. But when it's time to go home and go to sleep, nope,
Yeah. Yeah.
nope.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be watching TV on the couch, right? Laying on the couch watching TV,
Yeah.
and I start fucking nodding off, snoring. But the minute I turn off the TV and I go upstairs to the bed,
That's
can't sleep.
it.
Can't sleep no more. That's it.
Yeah.
Can't sleep no more.
Yeah.
So
You gotta
Yeah,
like.
insomnia is.
Yeah. No. Insomnia is for real with that stuff, man. You gotta like handle like what do you do to calm down? Do you take like melatonin or?
I take like 4 different things.
Like a
The
tea or
doctor
something?
the doctor gives me something, and so I think what it would come down to in the end is if I took like an hour to wind down at the end of the day with no TV, and if I
Mhm.
just like read or something like that,
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure I could, fall asleep. I did some research, and I found that like the reason people fall asleep on the couch and they don't fall asleep easily when they go up to go to bed is like the pressure you put on yourself to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like especially me, I'm like, okay, I gotta wake up at 5:30 in the morning, so I need to fall asleep by 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I
You're
go
thinking about it.
upstairs and in my head I'm like, all right, fall asleep, fall
Fall
asleep, fall
asleep.
asleep.
I
And
have
my
to be
brain's
up
like,
early.
nah, dog, you ain't gonna go to sleep.
Yeah.
You know?
Honestly, you should try those. The brand's called the GOLI, like
Oh
Golly,
golly, yeah, I've tried
and
those.
I take their melatonins because like I used to have the same problem, and
Yeah.
then like I would cut hair till like because I cut hair at my house too, so
Okay.
like I'll be up till like whenever late night cuts, and then but I would just like pop one of them if I knew like all right I need to like try to go to bed like somewhat early today. I would take it like 2 hours for like I knew I was gonna like probably want to go to sleep, and then you'll just start feeling like tired, and you're like all right,
Yeah.
and you'll just pass out.
Yeah. I think I've tried those before.
I need to try those because I have insomnia too.
I try anything. I'll try it. I'll try
Hmm.
new stuff all the time. Whatever I
Mhm.
see,
Yeah,
I'll look up new stuff. I'll do research and I'll try new products that I can buy. Whatever
yeah,
works.
and they taste good too. They taste like a fruit roll up.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty
nice. Yeah, I
fire.
need
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
try those. I would It's kind of weird, but I would watch like chiropractor videos, so they'll be
Okay.
cracking.
And that makes
They'll
you
be
fall
like crack.
asleep.
I don't know why it makes me fall asleep. I just like to watch it. You know,
Like
it's.
some ASMR
I'm like,
type.
dang, I need to go get my
Yeah,
back cracked,
yeah. You
and for
watch.
some reason it's satisfying, and I just go to sleep.
Hmm,
Mhm.
interesting. Maybe I'll try that. Also
I think
I
that's
try
funny.
like I'll play like there's something called bilateral stimulation music,
Oh yeah.
binaural music, and then there's this new thing called um uh it's non-sleep deep breaths, NSDR. It's NSDR yoga nidra. There's
Mm.
this brain doctor called Andrew Huberman.
Mhm.
he does this like 20-minute like instructional thing where he like has you focus on your breathing. I did it earlier today around
So
like
it's kind of
2
like
o'clock.
breath work or
It's like
something.
it's like 20 minutes of like breath work, and like I was like falling in and out of sleep. And this is the second time I do it to where like I don't really fall asleep and take a nap, but I get out of it like feeling energized. So I guess it has to do with your breathing, something like that, you know.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
for
What kind
sure.
of hat? What
Meditation.
kind of hat do you have on? I'm sorry.
Rolling with Mamacitas.
That's her
This
brand.
is my rolling
This is
paper
your
rolling
brand.
papers.
Here you go.
Okay,
I don't know if
nice.
you smoke weed or not, but
Oh, that uses your weed brand?
yeah, this is my rolling paper brand. Here's some for your homeboy.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
You're
You still
welcome.
winning?
So when you roll up,
Yeah? What's the score?
Rolling with Mamacita. Okay.
yes.
2-0. Let's
Sick.
go.
Thank
Let's
you.
go.
So all these are papers.
Yeah, they're hemp rolling papers.
No way.
Okay.
Fire, yeah.
Yes.
Have you heard that back in the day, before weed was illegal, they used to make paper out of hemp? Like they used to make all this stuff out of hemp because hemp's like really strong, right? But then I guess when like so there was no need to like cut down trees. There was no need for that because they can make paper out of hemp. But then I don't know, they made weed illegal and then they stopped using hemp to make paper and shit like that. So now we use trees.
Yeah.
You know, but hemp has multiple uses, but
Right.
for whatever reason, because of the way they make shit look bad, we don't use it for that.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, why use it for my to make rolling papers? That's how I utilize it.
That's funny. You know, for someone who doesn't smoke, I'm surrounded by. You have your rolling papers. My boy, my boy Sporty has his brand called Blaze Hash Rolls, where he has like his own pre rolls. I think Bozo said that one his like Weed Connect wants to come on the show soon.
Oh yeah,
like,
shout out to
you know who it is?
Yeah, Mr. Lazy
Mr.
Buds.
Lazy
Yeah,
Buds. Okay.
shout out to Lazy
Yeah.
Buds.
And then like Triple OG.
Triple OG.
He does like motivate. So he's got his own Triple OG weed brand. Like I'm surrounded by so many people that have all this weed.
That's cool.
You know, yeah.
And that's why I can't really sleep because you know how I told you I wasn't really smoking. So
Oh.
normally that was something that would help me sleep. And since I haven't been smoking, I just been having insomnia.
Damn.
And I'm like, I'm not about to smoke.
So, Siphon, the guy who has the studio, he was telling me, he was like, "Hey, you guys gonna smoke today?" And I was like, "Nah, I don't smoke, because Crazy Bone's gonna be here."
Oh no!
And I guess
from Bone.
Yeah, and I guess he has a disease to where like nobody in the studio can smoke today. But it's crazy because if you normally when we come here, how smoked out is the studio all day?
Oh, I thought everybody was smoking. I was like, I walked in, or as I'm walking.
Normally they are.
Yeah.
Normally they are. Like, I interviewed Blanco for like 20 minutes, like a month ago, and I went. He was filming a music video, and I went in the room, bro, and I came over here. I was in there for like 10 minutes. I come over here, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm high right now. Like, or even cutting like Chito, Lefty, all these foods. Like, I've left the studio and left their Airbnbs multiple times. And I'm driving home, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm faded.
Yeah.
My face is all hot. Like, and I'm like it's tingling, and I'm like, I don't smoke weed, but I'm pretty sure this is me high. So, well, there you go.
That's funny. Yeah, that is pretty funny. But I'm sure they hotbox. I always see videos and stuff of how hotbox things are. So
right here, oh yeah, there was one day where I was like, shit, they're gonna get mad at me because it's always like super smoky around here, right? And one of the times I came here, I got pulled over by Montebello PD right in front of the studio.
No way.
Yeah, dude, I was like, fuck. But they gave me a ticket and they bounced. So, and it's crazy because that day that they pulled me over right in front of here, there's like these neighbors like a couple doors down. I guess they fight a lot, and like they were like bouncing and like they were like gonna get into a fight with each other, and like the lady came over to the cop and was like, they're fighting, and they were like in the car, and it was some crazy like drama, and I was like, this is too much drama in front of the studio right now. Like, this is way too much right now.
No, you guys need to get out of here.
I was like, you guys are burning the spot. Like,
exactly.
We can't be having this right now.
Yeah. So, well, what was I gonna say? Any plans for Halloween?
Me?
Yeah.
I take my son to trick or treat. What about you?
I'm probably gonna take my godson trick or
You
treating.
gonna dress up?
Probably not.
I don't think I've dressed up since I was a kid.
Yeah, my nephew was like, "Oh, he's gonna be Michael Myers."
Okay.
So he wanted me to be Freddy Krueger.
You should.
But
Hey, you know we're like 5 minutes away from Spirit Halloween, right?
I know. I should really go surprise him. I said that I didn't have time to go to Spirit Halloween. Like
I'm
he
gonna.
wanted me to be scary, like he wants me to wear the mask and everything. I'm like, dude, I'm
You
not.
should support the little homie. Come on, YOLO. You only live once. I'm gonna
Yeah, I
stop
should,
at
huh?
Spirit Halloween on the way home, and I'm gonna get.
So
So
you're gonna dress up.
like a month ago, no, it's for my son. He don't care if I dress up, but for like a month ago, he wanted to be Venom, right? So, because he's all into Venom.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked up like the sickest Venom costumes.
Mm-hmm.
The funny thing is, the best one I found was on Temu, right?
Uh-huh.
It was like $50. So order it. It gets here. He tries it on, says it fits, and then he goes to a Halloween party a couple of days ago, and he puts it on. He goes, "Daddy, doesn't fit no more." I'm like, "What the
What?
fuck? It just fit you like 3 weeks ago." But he's been having growing pains, so maybe he grew. So
Mm-hmm.
I sent that shit back today, and now I gotta go find him a new one. So
Oh
it's all good though. Yeah.
man.
Hey, luckily I'm doing the podcast today because I happen to be right around the
Right
block
down the
from
street.
from fucking Spirit Halloween. I haven't been there in years. This one right here is pretty famous. It's
Mm-hmm.
pretty well known. It's been here for a long time. So
Yeah.
you might have
Yeah,
to
I've gone to Spirit Halloween like a lot of times already since it's open because my nephew is obsessed with Halloween. So
There's
he
one.
knew when they were opening up. So he's like, "Hey, they open today. Like we need to go today."
There's one out towards you.
There's a
You
million.
know the
So
one
he's
West
been to
Covina,
all of
the
them.
West Covina Mall.
I don't know if I've been to that one, but I'm
Okay,
sure if I didn't take him, someone
somebody
else
took it.
did.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
So back to the rolling papers. So
uh-huh.
what? I mean, obviously, other than smoking, what inspired you to start that business?
Pretty much just smoking. Well, it all started as a brand and it
Okay,
was just called Mamacitas. So it was
okay,
like trendy wear. It was
okay.
like a trendy wear boutique. I had one of my homeboys, Ed Gutter, shout out to him. He would create just different shirts for me, right? So I had like my trendy wear, then I had like my streetwear. So I would sell out of all of my streetwear clothing. Like he would just draw, I would just send him inspo pics of me
Hmm.
and he would just redraw it. Like this picture is a picture I sent him of me,
Okay.
like a side profile of me, and he
Yeah.
just redrew it.
Oh shit, that's
And
dope.
so yeah, so then I had this on a shirt. It would sell out. People were relating to it. They were like, that looks like me. That looks like my mom. That looks like my sister. Those hoops,
Yeah,
whatever, the bun.
yeah.
Um, so then I realized that it was a brand. It was like a streetwear brand more than it was trendy wear.
Okay.
Nobody wanted to spend so much money on clothes. So I just decided to make it streetwear.
Mhm.
And then I was reading a book and I decided to come up with the product. That's how I kind of thought about coming up with the product. So yeah, pretty much like
What
this
book?
costs, it doesn't cost that much to make one box, and I sell it for a profit. So
What book did you read that helped you with that?
it was the tipping point.
The Tipping Point. I feel like I've heard of that.
Yeah, the tipping point.
I've heard of that.
I believe it was a tipping point because I read so many books.
And the crazy thing is, people always need rolling papers, right?
Oh yeah.
So what was there like a specific like moment that was like super pivotal for you, like with the rolling papers, where like it just hit
Like as far as like the idea hit or like.
the idea and like everything all at once.
Yeah, I just pretty much once I was trying to come up with when the brand was already there, it was already created, and I was trying to come up with the product. I was just smoking, and I'm like, hey, I was smoking zigzags. I was smoking zigzags. I'm like, it would be cool to just make my own brand. I don't know if my friend Val that's here with me today.
Okay.
Shout out to Val.
That's about
um,
streaming the game.
I don't know if she was with me or it was probably another one of my friends
Okay.
that was with me that we would always just be like smoking. So,
Yeah, we
um,
always just smoking, chilling, and like
eating.
talking about like a game plan, like what
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what I came up with. Like, I was like, I'm gonna try to make my own brand, like my own brand of papers, did the research, and just kind of started off like it was just kind of like I don't know, like I guess like a test run,
Okay.
So I just printed some out,
Okay.
and then I started selling them, and I sold out of my first batch. So I'm like, I think I'm onto something.
Yeah,
So
that's right. So,
that's pretty much.
what were some early challenges that you faced um, when you started the rolling papers
Um,
and the streetwear?
so I didn't really have any issues as far as like the streetwear.
Okay.
I think that, well, the only issues I did have was selling the merch. I would print out all kinds of shirts, and then I would sit on those shirts. People wouldn't buy them.
Mm,
Like at the indoor, because I had a puesto at the indoor.
okay.
So when I was at the indoor, people would buy them. But once I had to move from that spot and I was selling online, it was really hard for me to sell the merch. So I would print out like, I don't know, 50 shirts, and then I would have a lot of shirts. I would be sitting on a lot of shirts. So that's kind of like a tip for anyone
Yeah.
trying to start a brand, to do pre-sale and just print out whatever you sell, like pre-order.
So, I'm from the city of Highland Park in Northeast LA, right? And I'm one of those dudes that's not from the hood, but super proud to be from that area, right?
Uh-huh.
So, I have a couple homies who have Nella brands, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm actually wearing the homies right now. Shout out to the homie Gabriel. Um, and I've been wanting to make my own, right? But I'm like, okay, so it's either I make like 100 shirts and I sit on them, or I do pre-orders. But then it's like, but for me, like in my head, I'm like, okay, logically, like I've never sold shirts before, right? So one day I'm gonna start posting on Instagram, like, oh, to all the homies, like I'm making shirts, like, but I need your order first. I need you to commit to buying one. I need your size, and I need a deposit. Like, then they're like, what the fuck, Dre? Like, where'd this come from?
No, just,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
No, well, the thing about it is like you have to start wearing the shirt before
yeah,
you even you just start wearing it and just start showing people, and then people are gonna start asking. Like that's kind of how when I have a new, like, this hat,
yeah,
it's
that's pretty
it's
dope.
unreleased.
That's okay,
It's
okay.
unreleased. So I've been wearing it everywhere, and people have been hitting me up for it. They're like, "Oh, that's a dope hat." So I already sold a couple, and I'm like, okay, once I have like enough, then it's a pre-sale. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna drop them November 24th. That's my
Okay.
birthday.
Oh,
So
you got your
yeah,
birthday coming up.
my birthday's coming up
Mine just passed like 2 weeks ago.
early.
Yeah. Um.
Um, so yeah, that's pretty much how it goes down. So
Okay.
I just
Before I
make
forget,
enough.
how do you know Bozo?
I know him. I've known Bozo for a minute already.
Really?
Yeah, I met him through my homeboy, Peep, Dope Man.
Okay.
Yeah, Peeps, and shout out to him. He's one of my best friends.
Okay. Hell yeah.
So I met him on a video shoot, at a video shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, this was like a long time ago. And
Really?
ever since then, we just been homies. Him and Maria,
Oh,
his
his
wife.
girl, his wife,
His
right? Yeah,
wife.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm real cool with them.
Yeah, I interviewed
They're
him.
my homies.
That's right. I interviewed him in 2022.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was. It's funny because my friend had a little studio in his house in Monrovia, right?
Hmm.
And Bozo came, and so I'm sober. My friend whose house I was using, whose little studio I was using, he
Hmm.
was sober too.
Hmm.
So we're both sober, and Bozo comes and he's rolling up a blunt, and I'm like, "Oh, you can't smoke that here, bro. My bad." He just rolled it up and then you just put it away, bro. I felt so bad that day
Hmm.
telling him he couldn't smoke it, but it was just his house of, no
Hmm.
drugs, no alcohol.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah,
And then you
that's.
guys became homies.
I mean, we're acquaintances.
Hmm.
He's a good dude. He's a really good dude.
Hmm.
Actually, I heard of him through Lucky from Hoodstocks.
Hmm.
I saw him on Hoodstocks, and then I reached out at some point, and then he came through, and then I wanted to interview him again. He's busy,
Hmm.
but actually he records here now too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he records here now too.
Hmm.
Yeah. So he's a good dude. And he referred me to you.
Hmm.
Refer me to
Lazy Buds.
Lazy Buds,
Uh-huh.
and then I think he was like, "Bro, I got a whole network for you. Just let me know."
Yeah.
And
Shout out to
shout out to
Bozo.
Bozo. Yep, yep. Uh, Earlier this year when he came out with that song "Wolves,"
Hmm.
have you heard that song?
I've heard like all his songs.
Man, that song is like one of the sickest songs I've ever heard in my life. Like I'll
Yeah,
bump that.
Bozo gets
Yeah,
down.
he's really good.
Hmm.
He's really good at what he does.
Have you been to any of his shows?
Not yet, but
Mhm.
I'm sure I will.
You should go. It's really dope.
Yeah.
It's really dope just to see, being his friend for a little while. It's been amazing to watch him just grow within his career.
Oh, you know what?
It's
You know where I saw him perform? In 2022,
mhm.
at LA Convention Center. there was a barber battle where I competed,
Mhm.
and he it was called Urban Con. He
Oh.
performed at Urban Con. It was like a tattoos, motorcycles,
Mhm.
barbering, and
Mhm.
then like a bunch of artists were there too. I think King Lil G showed up that day real quick. So yeah.
Nice.
I think I have seen him perform once, and
Yeah.
and it was good. It was
Yeah, it
dope.
was good.
Yeah.
It's always like the shows are always like turn out for sure.
So who were your biggest influences, role models, or
When it
who are like even today?
um me, I'm playing.
Yes, hey
I
girl,
mean,
hey girl,
I mean like
hey
Snoop.
women
I want to
empowerment,
thank
get it,
me.
girl.
I want to thank me. I'm just kidding.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
just kidding.
Snoop Dogg.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Um, I think one of a big influence. I feel like Burner, the cookies CEO.
That's my.
Yeah.
I don't know Burner,
Hmm.
but let me tell you, Car Full of Killers. When I heard that song,
Hmm.
I was like, I'm a fan. That's it.
So little, I actually got to meet Burner this year.
Really?
It was really cool.
Okay.
I was actually on set of one of his movies. It's called Splash City.
Okay.
So it's gonna be released. I don't know when, but I think it's like one of his first movies. So it's actually really cool. So I was on set. I was just like background, So I was a little bartender in the movie.
That's
Okay.
cool.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
So I got to meet him. So it
Hell
was really
yeah.
cool. He was like good vibes. I
That's
got
what's
to
up.
give him some of my rolling papers.
That's right.
So yeah, it was really cool.
I,
So him.
I think there's this girl from Power 106, Leslie from the B.
Uh-huh.
I think she interviewed him in the same room.
Oh yeah.
On
No,
Record.
Leslie from the B, I know her.
I think she interviewed him in the same room. I'm pretty sure.
In this room?
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure it's the
okay.
same exact room because I think she was recording her podcast here before. I don't know. I don't know if she's still recording, but I think when she was, I
Hmm.
think it was here.
Oh yeah, Leslie from the B. Yeah, shout
Yeah.
out to her.
Yeah. Shout out to her. Shout out to Part 106. Shout out to was it Duno? All of them. All of them. What's funny? There was a might have been the first time I cut Lefty. Cut him
Hmm.
three times. I think it was like the first or the third time.
Hmm.
They were good cuts. And they went golfing. He went golfing with Dono. And there's a video where Dono's like, "Hey, why you wearing a hat? Didn't you just get a haircut?" He's like, "Why don't you show that shit? It's fucked up, huh?" And he's like, "Hey, stop talking shit." And I was like, "Hey, that's my haircut, dog. You tripping, fool?" But even like people are always gonna talk shit.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Cutting hair is a weird industry because everybody's always got something to say.
Hmm.
Everybody's always got something to say. Even it could be like I'm not saying that dude's a hater, but it could be like the freshest haircut in the world. But if someone just doesn't feel it,
Like, oh,
they could be
who
like that
fucked up
shit's
your
whack.
hair or
Yeah,
something?
you know what I mean. And so it's like,
Hmm.
you know, I remember like when I first became a barber, maybe like 3 years in, I'll post pictures and I'll get like random dudes just trolling me,
Wait,
talking
how
mad
long have
shit.
you been a barber?
7 years.
Oh, 7 years. Okay.
Actually, there's a video I have with Chito on TikTok. It has over 1 million views. On Instagram, it has like 800,000. So total, like 2 million views. There's still people that comment on it that are just going back and forth, talking shit to each other,
Oh yeah.
shitting on the cut, shitting on Chito,
Oh my-
shitting on his tattoos, just like
That's how it is,
going back
though.
and forth,
That's the
banging on
social
each
media.
other. And
That's
it's funny because
crazy.
there's been times where like I want to reply and
Mhm.
like I'll tag the person and it says you cannot tag this person. I'm like, oh, it's a troll. It's not even
Yeah.
a real account. It's
Uh-huh.
a fucking troll, But there's been times where like I'll get heated up, not with him, but with
With the
like just
trolls.
random videos on
Mhm.
trolls, and I learned that you can't pay him any attention,
Right.
you know.
I know, like I did some reel with a friend,
Okay.
and it was kind of like a prison type reel, like a comedy.
Okay.
And so like yeah, there was people commenting on me saying, I'm like, what the heck?
What were they
Like
saying?
I don't know, like just like hater stuff too. Like I don't know. I could pull it up. It's kind of annoying, but I
Pull
was
it
like,
up. Pull it up. Let's see
pull
it.
it up.
Let's see. Pull it up. Pull it up. Let's see.
It's this reel I did with the homeboy, Alex.
Okay.
Shout out to Alex. Let's see. And yeah, there was like, cause I guess his where is it?
Real
It's
quick, while you look for it, for
oh,
anybody that's watching or listening, check out Chase the Blend on Instagram. He does private house calls. He has a studio at the pad. He cuts hella rappers. He knows what he's doing. I've seen him get down on designs. got clean fades. Check them out. Chase the blend.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
They
Let's see
said
what we're-
so. The
All right, let's see the
it
video.
was like when you get a visit from a baddie, right? So that was like the concept of the
Okay.
video, and then like there was trolls on here saying
What's up? It's really
like
popular today, dog.
Yeah.
they're like we need the purple room.
Sheesh.
Um,
The purple suede room.
I can't
you know?
even find the
This is a pimp room right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a pimp room.
This is pretty fly, actually.
Yeah. This is the only room like this.
yeah. They were saying like little dumb comments like she's cute, but where's the baddie he talking about?
Oh.
Like things like that, you know?
Let's see the video. Let me see.
Oh,
Let me
here.
see. Let me see.
There was 2 videos, but
Let's see. When you get a visit from a baddie.
and it's so funny because like the homegirl, she had just finished sending me some pictures she took with her husband in prison. So then I like copied all her, her poses to take the video.
That's funny.
But yeah, it was pretty funny.
Okay.
Let me see it.
Oh, you want to see
Yeah,
it?
I wanna see it.
Okay.
And then maybe we could get back to role models.
Role models. Oh yeah. So yeah, he's like a big influence, you know, he's Mexican also, and just all of the projects, you know, he's doing. Not only is he like a rapper, has the cook like cookies, you know. That's like a huge
Yeah.
empire.
It's like the biggest weed company ever, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
So
everybody knows cookies.
right,
you
right,
know?
right. Yeah, even like out of towners. The first place, like I have a friend that visit from Maryland, and the first place she wanted to go, like as soon as she landed, can we go to Cookies? I'm like, okay, they don't have one in Maryland. She's like, no.
Mhm.
That's the first place people want to go, Cookies.
Yeah, right.
Whenever they
Shit.
touch down in LA.
Quick question.
Uh-huh.
Are those glasses for seeing?
Yeah, I'm blind.
Why weren't you wearing them in the video? You
I
probably couldn't see
didn't want to.
it.
I know, right?
So you're like,
She's like, oh, why are you
you're like, where's he at?
I was
How
trying to be a
blind are you?
baddie. I'm super blind.
What's wrong with the glasses?
I don't know. I just didn't want to wear them
Baddies
for the
wear
video.
glasses?
I know, but
It's 2024.
yeah, but I mean, I just didn't want to wear them for that video. I didn't
Well,
want to
they
wear them
look
for the
good.
video. Oh,
They
thank
look
you.
good.
Thank
They
you.
look
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah, I wear glasses and contacts. So you know, it's funny. Every time I wear every time I wear my glasses, I hate wearing glasses
Mhm.
because I feel them on my face,
Mhm.
and it's
They're
like
annoying.
they're just annoying. And some people can do it.
Mhm.
I can't.
I need my breaks from them too.
Yeah. So every time I wear them, some people are like, "Oh my god, you look so scholarly. You look so like so educated." I'm like, "Well, I kind of am educated, but whatever, you know." Like, thanks. I gotta wear glasses just for you to fucking, you know. It's funny, you know. People always, you know, like I don't really. I guess you could say out and about when I'm in the barbershop, when I'm working in combat sports. I don't really speak like super intelligently, so
Mhm.
people don't know, like, you know. But I mean, I don't need them to know, you know.
Right, right,
But
right.
when I put on my glasses, the Clark Kent comes
That's
out
it.
of me,
Yeah.
and they're like, "God damn!" They're like, "Look at that!" They're like, "You should have told us you were smart." I'm like, "All right, thanks for letting me know you don't think I'm smart."
Yeah.
So far,
Mhm.
and I'm sure you're gonna have a hella proud moments, you know, coming up, and you know, in the future.
Mhm.
What's been your proudest moment with the papers and with the streetwear and Rollin Mamacitas? Period.
Well, I want to say I'm gonna bring up this other company that I have. So it's in the beauty business. It's called Hourglass Body Sculpting.
Okay.
So it's like a contour center. So I want to say that that has also been like a very successful business. So um I feel like I was really proud when I got the keys to like my establishment.
So you do the sculpting?
Yeah, I do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I have
So-
like so it's my suite, and then I have a full on establishment. So I rent like suites
To other people.
to other people.
Oh,
Mhm.
do you
So
do
there's
do you do the thing with the thing that looks like a roller thing?
yeah. Rolling the masa.
my
Just
cousin,
kidding.
my cousin. I have a cousin.
Rolling the tortillas.
I have a, I have a cousin who owns a tattoo studio. Shout out to Jackie G, from Ink Dress Art Studio. She sometimes she sponsors the podcast.
Mhm.
She does like permanent makeup and like body sculpting.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice. So
so
she
she
does
was
like
like,
the
"Can I
brows and
practice
stuff.
the body sculpting on you one time?" And I was like, "Sure." Like probably like 6 years ago,
Uh-huh.
and I was like,
You
she was
you
like,
see
"You
the
got
difference, right?
yeah, you know, man, you know,
And there's all kinds of different machines too.
yeah,
Like so you'll have like the sculpting machine that helps burn stubborn fats, and then you have the there's this other one called M Sculpt, and
okay,
that one builds muscle. Yeah,
really."
so like 30 minutes of that, it's like equivalent to 30,000 sit-ups.
Have you heard of those machines that you put on your stomach that vibrate?
That's it. Yeah.
You have
That's
that?
M Sculpt.
Oh, okay. You have those. You use those too.
Yeah.
My parents live in Azusa, and there's this place called the Outlet ELS out there,
Mhm.
and they were sell. I mean, I bought one time,
Mhm.
and I was just. I like to feel uncomfortable, and I kind of like have a thing for like pain, so I would just wear it all day, like on the highest
What
frequency, you know. Not
It's
all
like
day, but like first thing I wake up and I put it on before I
What the
work out, and I'm like, I
No,
don't
but
know.
it does help. I mean, it's like super effective when you work out.
Yeah,
It enhances your workout results.
yeah.
Mhm.
I think Bruce Lee did that.
Really?
Yeah, he used
The
to
M
like do
Sculpt.
that. Whenever like I don't know if have you seen the movie?
Which one?
Like I don't know the name of it. I think not like one of the like like Enter the Dragon, but it's like a it was kind of like
Is
a
it war?
biography or something
Oh,
on
okay,
him.
okay.
And but it was like a movie. That guy like played his role, but like in the movie he had to like get him on his abs, you know.
Okay.
And then like
Hey man, anything that'll work. You know.
Yeah, and it does work. You just have to do it. You got to have several
consistent.
sessions, you know.
Consistent. Yeah, so I was telling you, I like to feel uncomfortable,
That's hilarious.
one of the companies I work with it's a sweat gel company. It's called TC1 Gel, right?
Uh-huh.
Shout out to TC1.
Uh-huh.
It's a sweat gel like sweet. Have you ever used Sweet Sweat?
Yeah.
It's like Sweet Sweat, but it burns.
Oh, okay.
And then
so it's kind of like Vicks, like
no, that's
Vaporu.
on another level.
No.
It's like there's been times where I'll use too much and I'll put on the sweat belt and I have a good workout and I take it off and my whole stomach is red, like bright red. But I like it.
But it makes you sweat though,
Yeah,
right?
it makes it warms up the muscles. It warms up
It
the
doesn't make
body.
you itchy because of you wear
Mm,
you said a sweatband.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, the pre-workout makes me itchy though.
it burns like a fatty layer.
It doesn't. So like, I think people like get misled and think like we're trying to sell it, telling them that it's gonna make them like burn fat. It
Mhm.
doesn't. It gets you hot. It makes you sweat. It warms up your muscles, and I think in turn, just like any other supplement, like any other placebo, what happens is you work a little bit harder. You sweat a little bit more.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And you do a couple more reps. You know, like in the morning, I like at 6 in the morning, I'll put it on, and I can go to the gym and I can warm up a little bit, but I'm like if it's cold outside, you know, I'm like, look, what I do. So I go to Gold's on State College and Lincoln in Anaheim, right? They don't have a sauna. It's one of the few. It's one of the few Golds that doesn't have a sauna, right? They don't have a sauna. So what I do,
Mhm.
put the sweat gel in the morning,
Mhm.
put on the sweatband. Okay, I get ready, take my pre-workout. I get in the car. I get in the car. I warm up my car. I turn the heater on full blast,
Dang.
and my car's a sauna. And I get to the gym pumped up and ready to go.
That's kind of
I'm gonna
smart.
try that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna try
Yeah,
that.
so
I'll try that tomorrow.
yeah, try it out. Try it out. It works good. Like it's because nobody wants to go to the gym cold.
That's
That's
true.
how you get hurt. And me, I don't stretch. I hate stretching. Who
Mhm.
has time for that? You stretch?
I do.
don't.
I have to. I have a bad back, so I have to stretch.
I think women generally stretch a lot more than men do. We
Mhm.
just have you ever seen those Instagram me? Oh well, I follow some bodybuilding pages
Mhm.
where it's like this like gorilla and he's like when men stretch and he's just like I don't know if it's a gorilla or a chimpanzee, it's some sort of monkey, and like he like sticks his leg out a couple times and he goes like this. And he's
Mm-mm.
like when bodybuilders stretch and they just move their foot a couple times in their arm and they're like that's it, we're ready to go, and that's how it really is,
Yeah.
but stretching is really, really good for you. Really good for you.
Mhm.
Back in the day, I used to fight. I could do it. I could kick someone in the head. Not no more.
What kind of fight?
I used to be an MMA fighter.
I went my fighter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I work
You
in combat sports now. So yesterday I worked a fight called Proving Grounds in Pasadena. And then Friday I worked a fight in Anaheim where I refereed and judged kickboxing and Muay Thai.
Oh, nice.
So,
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So people are always like, "Oh, you do everything." I'm like,
Little
got a
something,
podcast, a
something.
little,
Mm-hmm.
cut hair. I used to compete a lot in barber shows, barber battles. Yeah, yeah. I won like six out of like 20, maybe 6 out of 20. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good, dude.
Yeah. So, um, I'm just one of those guys that loves competition.
That's cool. I used to do martial arts like for like my whole like I started when I was like 4 years old, I think, and then
Oh, wow.
I stopped when I was like 21. But I used to be an instructor and everything.
There you
too.
go. That's right.
That's
Oh,
cool.
hell yeah.
So, you guys got to play.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
Let's see.
Wow. Wow.
Just kidding.
No,
Just
no,
kidding.
Hey, you gotta pay. You gotta pay me for that. No free show. You gotta click the link, right?
Do you really see like an MMA?
Yeah, for real. Yeah. I fought him. Yeah. But the reason I don't is because I was in a bad motorcycle accident, and so I suffered a traumatic brain injury, which means I hit my head so hard that I should have died, but I didn't die, and I had to relearn how to walk and talk like 12 years ago.
Damn.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, but I'll still spar. I'll still fight. It doesn't. It didn't really. I'm not really like a fearful guy.
Mhm.
I don't think I'm untouchable either because
Mhm.
life hurts. Life
Yeah.
hurts. Life hurts.
Mhm.
Last year, riding a bicycle in Pomona, and I got hit by a car.
What?
Yeah, no helmet either, and I hit my head on the floor, and I had like a scar on my head for a little bit. But yeah, man, fucking. Some people, I know, some of us are just prone to being in accidents.
Mhm.
That was my third time being hit by a car on a motorcycle.
What the
Damn.
heck?
So I've been hit by a car on a motorcycle 3 times and on a bike, like I think once or twice. Yeah.
You
Just
still
don't ride bikes.
Yeah, you still ride a motorcycle or no?
If I didn't have a son,
Yeah.
I'd buy a motorcycle today. I would buy one yesterday. But my family, my mom and dad, they'd
They're like
probably break their
local.
heart.
Mhm.
Mexican parents, I,
Mhm.
after the first one, my mom was like, "You're gonna get another one," you know.
Did she cry until you're like, no, mijo, no agarres otra?
Some kind of no. When I first got a bike, no, she didn't really cry. She was just like, "Please be careful." So
You just like speed, or you just like the openness of like on a
adrenaline,
bike?
speed,
Adrenaline.
feeling free, everything. I'm an adrenaline junkie.
Mhm.
MMA. I played college rugby, motorcycles.
You got
Bikes.
like a stick shift car? Like why don't you
Right
just
now I have a 6-shift car. Yeah, I have. So right now I brought an electric BMW, but at home I have a '94 Celica GT. So
Nice.
yeah. So
How's your electric BMW, by the way?
it's cool. Teslas drive farther, longer.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm,
But
okay.
actually, I saw there's this company in Mexico that's trying to make. I don't know how true this is. It was like one of
Mhm.
those Florida Foods posters.
Mhm.
It says that there's this company in Mexico trying to make like an $8,000 electric car.
I think
Yeah,
I
seen
kind
that.
of heard of that.
To compete with the other companies.
Yeah.
I think
And
I heard of
honestly,
that.
that's legit. Like
Mhm.
I would buy it in a heartbeat. Like
Mhm.
straight up. Like the only thing, this is a 2017 BMW i3. Um if you so it uses it's all electric, so but you can put gas in it, but the gas goes in the generator. It doesn't go like it's not.
Mhm.
So it powers up the generator, but you're
Mhm.
not really supposed to use it for long periods of time. So on
Mhm.
a full charge, it'll say like 120 miles from the electric, and then the gas will add another 80 miles. But like once you're driving on the freeway going 72, 73,
That's
74,
a wrap, huh?
75, fucking using the AC, that 120 miles turns to like 80. You know what I mean? When I left home in Irvine, it was a full charge. Right now, when I get back to go home, it'll probably say 60 miles left,
Mhm.
which is cool. It's not. It's fairly Well, in Irvine, it's a little expensive to charge. Maybe it's like $12 for a full charge.
Mhm.
But there's places like where it's cheaper, like the Goals where I go. Now there's a lot of parking lot plazas that are building like the fast chargers.
Mhm.
It's probably like $7. It'll charge it in an hour.
Mhm.
Otherwise, it's a slow charge. It takes like 4 or
Yeah,
5
it doesn't
hours.
sound like I could do it.
I mean, if you were to get
Because I
a
was thinking about
Tesla,
it.
I'm sure you could. And then like the Tesla, there's Tesla chargers everywhere. Like right here at Commerce Casino, there's a whole thing of Tesla chargers. So
Yeah.
and I just recently drove a Tesla. They're legit.
Really?
They're legit. Yeah. The fucking screen has Netflix.
Yeah,
And then when you
nice.
drive the Tesla, it shows you like a full view of the road, like electronically, and shows you who's on the right of you, who's in the left and back and front. You know what I mean? It has a camera when you change lanes, it turns on, all that.
Yeah.
All that. And then if you buy like the more expensive one, you can buy the model that changes lanes for you, and then you could buy the model that drives for you. So there's three. There's one that will drive you to your destination, start and stop. There's one that'll change lanes for you without you doing it, and then there's the one you fully drive, but you just put like the adaptive cruise control, which slows and slows down and speeds up in traffic. So like this one has that. This one has the adaptive cruise control, which I think most new cars have that, where like it slows down and speeds up in traffic for you. So I remember the first time I was dating this girl in like 2021. She had a Honda CRV. She let me drive it, and I put it on where it does adaptive cruise control. It's kind of scary though. You're like, what if this shit doesn't stop?
Yeah.
But they're pretty legit.
Speaking of electrical cars, have you seen those? Though I don't know if they're Tesla cars, but I was in San Francisco earlier this year, and there were those there were like those taxi cars.
The self-driving ones.
Yeah, the self-driving ones. Have you seen them?
I've seen a video of one. I've seen a video.
Yeah, they're all over San Francisco. It's crazy.
I don't. It's weird because I've heard San Francisco is pretty bad right now. Like, there's a lot of like drug users and homeless people. I'm like, they should have done that shit over here, not in San Francisco.
I think there was one in like LA somewhere too. They started them. I don't know. I haven't seen them myself, but I heard that there was.
I think Domino's Pizza has some like this thing that delivers your pizza for you, something like that. I think. I don't know if it's a car or a robot. Have you heard of the new Tesla robots?
Oh yeah.
Have you seen all the memes of all the people what they're gonna do?
To clean, yeah.
What would you have yours do?
Maid. Clean my house.
Wow.
Clean my house, make me food.
Okay. Would you have
make tamales?
Would you have it wear any clothes?
Yeah, probably wear
like
a little
like a maid outfit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wear a rebozo like the old ladies in Mexico, like my grandma.
Ladies,
yeah.
Not like the
no, not like the
outfits.
no.
Oh, like wow, hey, you said it. I mean,
like not a maid.
Hey, I will say though, the one thing that robots will never be able to do efficiently and accurately is cut hair. They tried. I don't know if you know, but they tried.
Really?
They tried to build a robot that would cut hair. There's too many variables in cutting hair.
That's crazy.
There's too many variables.
I would not even trust a robot to even do because I seen the lash too. The lashes they try to do the machine with to do the lash extensions. I'm like, I would not want a machine to be doing my lashes. What the heck?
Yeah, they're gonna
make a mistake and then no, thank you.
Yeah, I'll let a robot. I don't know, make my McDonald's hamburger though.
Yeah.
I'll let them clean my house and make all the food and do all of that.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know about.
You want to know a funny story? So I have a neighbor. So I have a husky. She has a husky too. And she has a Roomba. The vacuum that drives itself.
Oh yeah,
vacuum.
It's like a circle.
So her husky had diarrhea one night, and the Roomba tried to clean it up, and it dragged it all over the house. Yeah, bro. She had to throw it away. Yeah,
Dang.
That's one variable that they didn't account for.
Yeah.
So whoever owns Roomba, you got to get a self-driving Roomba that accounts for fucking dogs and diarrhea.
Yeah.
Because
that's something for sure.
You know what I had before that I bought when I was working in another shop in Covina? Have you seen that the vacuum where those are legit.
Which one? Like
the barber vacuums.
Where you just step on it,
or it has a sensor.
Yeah.
Like JRL just made one.
Yeah.
JRL just made one.
Yeah, those are sick.
There's also like you can buy the one that's like I forget what it's called, but it's it's one for pets. It's like $100.
Yeah.
I don't know how much the JRL one is, but one for pets is like $100, bro. And they're legit. You just sweep the hair and then once
it sucks it up.
Sucks it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it sounds like I need one of those at my shop too.
What kind of shop? What
My
shop spot?
contour salon. Because I do have a barber. She's a girl.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, is that your? Wait, I think I saw you post her.
Hourglass body sculpting. What?
I think I saw you post her.
When?
Okay, so you reposted a story
Uh-huh.
of a girl posting your picture.
My picture?
Oh, go to your Instagram real quick.
I'm like, what? Maybe it's one of my she's my brand ambassador. She's a barber also.
What's her name?
I'm gonna go use
Oh,
the restroom.
Posh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I seen her. Yeah, she's a homegirl. She's a barber.
Oh no
She's
way.
legit. Actually, I have a friend. Shout out to
Oh,
P.
you know her?
No, I
Oh.
don't know her. But um, I have a friend named Peaches who's a barber's apprentice.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna be coming on soon with her homegirl. They want to talk about like women's empowerment and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like girl barbers, man, girl barbers, like it's hard. Barbering is a weird industry where like girls they get shitted on because guys just want guys to cut their hair, right? But I always tell women like,
Yeah,
bros,
right. She
if
gets.
you're a good looking woman that can cut good hair, fuck me.
Yeah.
You'll take my clients like that.
Yeah, like that girl. Her name is Stephanie. Shout out to Stephanie. She she gets hella all her clients are dudes. I mean, obviously, you know.
Yeah.
But she does women's hair too, but the majority of her clients are men.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's for me like that's a no brainer. Like, why wouldn't a guy want an attractive woman
Mhm.
who knows how to cut hair?
Yeah.
I know. So there's some guys that will only go to guys because they don't
Right.
trust women, right?
Right. They're like, oh, she's
But
gonna mess
there's
my hair up.
guys that are creeps that will go to girls that suck at cutting hair
Mhm.
just because of the experience. They just want to get touched by a female, you know. And I mean, and I get it, you know. But I've had female barbers, but they know how to cut hair.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like, cause like paying, especially nowadays, like paying $40 to get fucked up. I don't
Mhm.
care how good you look. Like,
Right.
I gotta wear this shit for 2 weeks, you know,
Mhm.
or a week. Oh, I cut my hair every 3 days, but you know, I gotta wear this for 3 days. Like, nah, like, you know.
Now that we're talking about barbers really quick,
Okay,
there's actually this organization that I volunteer for,
okay,
and I'm like a investor for.
okay.
So it's called Women in Progress. But the thing about it is that on November 15th or 15th, they're having this event at a prison in I think it's Corona,
Oh,
and she's looking for barbers.
Okay.
So if you guys wanted to give back to the community, she's looking for barbers, so you'll be cutting some inmates there.
Oh.
Yeah.
November 15th. I'll try.
It's in Corona.
Corona. Okay, I'll try. So
I know Posh will be there.
Oh. You're trying to give me the fanboy right now, aren't you? No, shit, you got 2 celebrity barbers right here too. What you mean? No, I try to do stuff like that when I can. You know, the shop I work for now, it's kind of like a stricter shop where like we have a schedule and like you got it. And then I'm already like, when I work fights, I gotta be like, hey, I gotta get off early. You know, so I try not to ask too much, but I'll see what I can do because I'm always down to do shit like that. You know what I mean? I've actually wanted, I wanted at some point for sure, like I wanted to like go to a jail or a prison and cut hair. You know?
Yeah, I'll be waxing eyebrows.
Okay.
Well, because it's for the female inmates. So we got male inmates and we got female inmates.
Kind of look good while they're around the deputies, huh? Man. Hey, I've heard some stories.
Waxing some mustaches and all that. I'm just kidding.
So you wax?
Well, only for these events. I do body contour, but the thing is that I've been to so many of these events that as soon as the girls know I'm waxing eyebrows, like 20 people line up. I'm like, oh, that's I can't do body contour on all of these women. So the waxing is easier and faster. Yeah.
That's what's up.
I just do eyebrows and everybody's happy.
So shoot that plug in real quick. November 15th. Where at?
It's gonna be in Corona.
Okay.
I'll send you the
Yeah, send me the link. I'll post it. You know, I know a lot of people in the industry. You know, I have a friend who likes doing stuff, big events like those too.
Let me see.
We'll be out on time.
6:41.
Okay, cool. Doing good.
Going back to that old like
sorry,
like
I like
cutting hair.
uh-huh.
It's funny because I seen like like they have like these barber shops like in Brazil or something, and like they'll just have like
Oh
basically like
yeah.
strippers like dancing on you
fuck
like while you're getting
yeah.
your haircut. Like, like it's kind of like
One of
it's
my
kind of a good
homeboys
idea.
always be sending me videos like of just like, and I'm like, okay, whatever.
Have you heard of Cara fades?
We should do that at the prison thing, you know, like
Imagine.
bring some of the hot girls, you know, and then like cut hair and then,
Imagine
like,
that. Imagine that. It will be
You ever heard
super
of that
lit.
chick named Cara fades? She's the one who sits on your lap.
That was
She's
yeah,
famous.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think she opened a brothel in Vegas.
What?
Probably,
Yeah,
like,
shit.
yeah.
Look, so look, here's my idea. Here's my idea. I don't know if I'll ever get to it, but my idea for a barbershop, right?
Uh-huh.
Now this would cost a lot of money, but like, look, let's be honest. Guys will pay for a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
So in a party town where it's
Mhm.
open till like 2 in the morning, right?
Uh,
You got guy comes in to get a haircut. Girl gives you a massage,
yeah.
right? Hands you a drink, right?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe there's a stripper pole too, you know?
Yeah.
But behind the glass so you can't touch.
Hey, and imagine having a membership.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You,
That'd be hard to control though. I feel
yeah,
like,
that,
you know,
it's a lot. I
the
know
girl would probably want like
it's a lot. Yeah,
like I mean I love women, but like I was
Yeah.
like thinking about it like the girls. There's some girls that are barbers,
Uh-huh.
and like you know like if you have like a really nice body, you know, like obviously guys like that, you know,
Uh-huh.
so it's like you know like I think it's like taken away from the haircut, but
Yeah,
you know like it
yeah.
wasn't like booty, you know, like
Yeah. Have you guys heard of those cafes?
which ones like
Your boy
Which
knows.
cafes?
The coffee ones. The
Yeah,
coffee.
yeah.
Oh, that is crazy.
Wait, what cafes?
Yeah.
They're around here?
The only ones I know of are in Orange County.
Garden
Garden.
Grove.
Which one? Which one? Garden Grove. Didi's.
I used to live there, but yeah, like all the like
Crazy ass.
So look,
foods.
there's
Just kidding.
okay. So there's these
all the hot
cafes.
Asian girls are over there.
There's these cafes where
Uh-huh.
you can go drink coffee, and there's girls that walk around butt naked
What?
serving you coffee.
Yeah, yum yum.
It's like
puppy
the
yum
new.
yum.
It's like
Yum yum cafe or something.
there's. It's like basically like I don't know how these business owners do it. I guess they found they found a way around it, like to
Uh-huh.
get just. It's basically like a coffee strip club. Like
Wow.
I'm talking.
Because I've seen like the bars, you know, but that's
Yeah.
like normal.
it's-
But
yeah.
coffee,
It's
what?
crazy because every guy knows about it. Like I'm like, how do you know
Yeah,
about this
it's
shit?
way more chill than a strip. Like they don't like go up on a stage and dance. Like they're more like they'll come and like sit next to you and like keep you company. and,
Dang,
like,
someone's
just
been
drink
there.
their coffee.
Hey,
I used to live there.
that's cool. Hey, we're all adults, right? You know?
Dang. So
Well,
you've been to
those
them.
are cool.
You guys go to them all the time. I didn't know about these cafes.
Oh, and
To drink a coffee,
no,
like,
and hold on, and they do say no alcohol. They do say no.
because
Yeah.
people
But
be
that's
acting
also a
up.
thing. That's also a thing. Like even strip clubs that are full nude, they don't serve alcohol for that
Mhm.
reason. And it's because when you get guys and alcohol and
Mm-hmm. I know.
and live vagina, well, guys not gonna go crazy, right?
That's
Right?
true.
I mean,
Yeah, it's true.
fuck, like
It's true. Yeah.
Well, they were like butt naked. Like they might have like
A little
like,
costume or
like
something,
lingerie
or
on, you know, like
oh,
but like some of them might have like
Like
I've
their
heard,
Tijuana.
I've heard there's one in Garden Grove where the girl walks around giving you water with her. Yeah, straight up.
Really, I've never
Straight up.
seen that, but
Yeah.
I used to work in Garden Grove and I never
She's
heard
like,
about
she's
these.
like pouring it. She's like pouring it from the hole.
Ah!
Damn. She's like, I'm like, hey, I don't know if that's water, but
yeah.
got a slight discoloration, so I don't know if I want to drink that. But you know,
But now they have like all kinds. They have like the restaurants now, like in Downey. I was just there the other day. It's called Los Ojos Locos.
Uh-huh.
Like my friends, like.
So what kind of like women are they? Like Hispanic women
That's, like,
or
more
like
Hispanic, like,
that
yeah,
sounds like Hispanic.
Latino,
Okay, but it
yeah.
does. Have you guys
Hispanic, Asian.
have you guys ever been to like to Amsterdam?
No, there's
No,
the country.
I heard
Amsterdam.
about it, though. I
Yeah.
heard, like,
Like the red light.
The weather lady's naked too.
No, there's
What?
it's called Red Light District,
Okay.
right?
Oh,
Now
yeah.
that we're getting into prostitutes, I mean, I guess those girls aren't prostitutes; they're just naked. But
That's
yeah,
why
so-
I've heard they are basically prostitutes. So.
yeah,
Like they'll go home with you for
for
yeah.
we pay them enough.
Yeah.
So like Red Light District is basically, and these women are beautiful women too. Like they're standing. So you walk down a street, the red light district, whatever. So there's just glass buildings. So these women, there's like women standing behind the buildings, or I mean the glass, whatever. And there's like red lights around the glass, so it's all red. When you're walking down the street, it's all red, and these women are there, and you just basically go, "I want her," and then you knock on the door, and then you go in there.
Sounds like
Oh wow.
sounds like
Oh,
HK.
like window shopping.
Window shopping. There you
Sounds like
go.
HK too. The Hong Kong,
Oh,
some
HK, yeah.
Chinese food.
Uh-huh.
It also sounds like Holt in Pomona.
Have you
So
seen
I-
the? Have you seen the? I don't know what the proper term for them are, but the little ladies, the small, the midgets,
Physically challenged.
the dwarves. There we go.
Like midgets.
Yes,
Where?
in Pomona. There's
Oh,
one.
yeah.
What?
Yes, there's one.
Yeah, some guys have like
Fetishes?
like,
Yeah.
a
fetishes.
lot of they'll have like big booties, you know, like the midget girls. Like
There's a couple. There's like two of them that are famous on Instagram.
Maybe she's the one on
There's like
Holt.
two
Just
midgets
kidding.
that are famous on Instagram.
Yeah, there's one
that
on.
you see on World Star.
oh yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't
yeah,
seen.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, you know, but yeah. So
Like it sounds like Holt.
I worked at a barbershop in Pomona on Holt and Gary, right?
Oh yeah.
And I remember this was last year, my first week there.
Is it the one by Jack in the Box?
Yeah, which one? Because okay, so shout out to the homie Tony, Razor Barbershop, 152 West Holt. It's off. It's in between where the O'Reilly's is and then where Gary is. So it's a barbershop right there in the cut, right?
Oh yeah.
So one day there's another barbershop where there's a bike shop right there too, though, next to Jack in the Box. It's not that one.
Okay.
So I was walking down Holt to Little Caesars, right past Pollo Loco, past Jack in the Box. There's a girl butt naked on the street. Butt naked. She's like, "Hi, you want a good time?" I'm like, "What?" And it's funny because the cops are driving by and
they don't even
they
care.
don't even say shit. I think it's because she had like a little like lace thing that covered her nipples.
Yeah.
But otherwise, she was butt naked.
Yeah.
And I remember when I lived in Pomona for a little bit, so I would go to the Fitness 19 up in Claremont, up Indian Hill. And one Sunday, I'm riding my bike from Indian Hill to the barbershop. I saw at least 10 girls
There's
in
a
lingerie
lot.
out in the street on a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, go to
like
church.
that,
Go to church. I mean, hey.
That's how Long Beach is. Like,
is
I live
it?
in Long Beach. Yeah. So Long Beach Boulevard, like, there'd be
It's
like
cracking over there
baddies,
too.
Like,
Yeah.
some baddie. It's like crazy. Like, I'm just like, I'll drive by because I live right there, and I have to like take that street, or I'll like go get like a burger at the like local burger spot right there. But like, yeah, like you'll see like these like really beautiful girls like butt naked, like, and then like
beautiful and super young too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, I've thought about it, like I was like, like once a couple nights I was lonely, and I was like, maybe
I'll just pick one up right
He
here.
had just finished cutting up Lefty, got that Lefty gunplay money, got a little bonus from Soulless, and he's like, you know what? Oh, come on.
Yeah.
He
is it? And damn well he's off.
How old is your son? You're like,
my son will be 18.
What? She's lying. You mean your little brother? That's right. Damn.
Yeah.
So Joshua, the big 1-8.
Yes. Shout out to Josh.
Happy birthday to Josh. Hey, so
to Yaya.
have you
Jojo and Yaya.
Yeah, I watched the. I never heard of it.
Lucky had on a prostitute from Figueroa Street.
Oh, no way.
And she looked. I watched a little bit of it, I think, but so he's been doing vlogs, right? We should do a vlog, bro. We go out to Long Beach Boulevard and do a little live vlog, bro, on YouTube, bro. Get some views.
Get the 304s.
Have her play some Call of Duty with me,
Hey, have you seen those memes where, they'll be like, it's like a meme where they're like somewhere like on Holt and they're like, "Oh baby, I'll do whatever you want. I'll just pay me. I'll do whatever you want."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Can you cook and clean?"
I think I seen that one.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, like I need someone to wash my rug. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Wear that outfit and
Or
go
look,
wash
girl,
my stuff.
I'm a barber. I don't want sex. Can you just massage my feet for like 30 minutes? Like,
Yeah,
fuck, man.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
For real.
You just rub my shoulders and my neck.
Or or we could like do a cut at the house and then like get a stripper pole in there, like in the like while we were doing the
You know,
haircut.
I've wanted to do something like that, like a sick ass reel, like maybe like on a rooftop where like cutting somebody up and there's like a baddie in the
Yeah,
back,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
dancing or doing something. That'd be dope. We should,
Definitely, yeah.
hey,
Eye
we should
catching
figure
would be
something
eye
out like
catching.
that.
Yeah, smart. It's a good idea.
Hey, and we'll throw the homies rolling papers while they're
Yeah, yeah,
smoking
yeah.
the weed.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll supply the rolling
Let's
papers, rolling
go.
trays.
We got someone with the weed. We got it all.
So this is like organic, like
Yeah,
okay,
this is
like I
organic.
remember like you guys were saying it's what is it again? The
Hemp.
hemp.
Hmm.
So basically, like it's not very toxic to like.
No, that's
people.
why That's why I promote
That's cool.
papers, rolling papers, just because
Yeah.
tobacco is
That's what's
just
up. I heard there's a lot of like pesticides in a lot of weed today, so like I try to find
yes.
like clean, I smoke a little bit here and there,
Mhm.
Pesticides
Yeah.
in everything, bro.
Hmm.
Yeah, you
Everything.
gotta be careful. Like that's the
You haven't heard what is it? It's like astrazine or
Mm-mm.
you ever heard about the pesticide that they use that's making the boy frogs turn into girls?
Oh
There's a
wow.
pesticide that they use on everything that
Yeah.
is turning male frogs into female frogs.
that's crazy.
Like they
That
were
is
saying that it's
wild.
turning the frogs gay. No, it's not turning the frogs gay. It's literally turning male
Changing
frogs
the
into
genetics.
it's changing their gender, bro.
Yeah.
And they found that same stuff in human blood.
Damn.
Oh, and
No.
then they put fluoride in the water, and we don't need it. And fluoride is linked to low IQ.
Yeah.
And maybe back in the day they would put fluoride in water because people didn't brush their teeth, but like
Mhm.
we brush our teeth. We don't need fluoride in the water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not like anybody's drinking sink water. I mean, I used to growing up in the hood, but nobody's
Mhm.
doing it no more.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really need to be fluoride in the water. There doesn't need to be a lot of the shit that we have in our stuff now.
Mhm.
It's crazy.
Mhm.
It's crazy.
You should get you should make like pre rolls and then like put like a like that they sell like these glass tips now like you can like
Oh
make
yeah.
your own pre roll because I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna start making my own pre rolls
Uh-huh.
like when people come to get a cut with me like
Mhm.
like you want to shoot me an extra $30 I'll get you like a fat
I think
Cuz I'm coming out with the cones, but I just the glass tips, yeah, I haven't.
because like some
The only
guys they're
reason
like more like player like big like
they feel more
like a
player. The
fat
only
one
reason why I wouldn't want to do the glass tips is just because for my own experience, I would use those and it would burn my lips.
yeah I get you
Yeah. So
doesn't
that's why I
Lefty
just Lefty.
doesn't Lefty have a deal with like Killer Kush or something like that? He has his own little
I
pre-rolls?
think so. He gave me one time. He gave me one like when I was on my way home, and then I remember because like I'm cool with a lot of my neighbors, and then I was like it was like a huge blunt, and I
Mhm.
was just like, all right, I mean I could probably smoke this, but I was like let me share it with my friends.
Yeah.
So we were like cutting hair, but yeah, I remember from that brand.
Yeah, that one.
Mhm.
He gave me one of these like amazing blunts. It was like the best blunt I've ever had in my life.
Mhm.
It was crazy. Like the weed was like jungle green inside, and then I think they
Mhm.
had the rosin inside, so it was like, yeah, it was
Wow.
fire.
I've never really been into weed, but I remember back when I was like 15 and 16, I tried to smoke weed behind my parents' back a couple times. I didn't have no rolling papers. I didn't have no blunts.
You got an
One time,
apple.
I think I
I'm
used
just
an
kidding.
apple, and one time I think I used a soda can.
Oh yeah.
Horrible. Horrible.
That's how I would smoke before too.
Yeah.
Flo went through that.
Have you ever
Went through the phase.
have you ever rolled up with Bible paper?
No.
They do that in county jail.
Really? Oh yeah, I can see
Yeah, they
that.
did it in the county
I'm
jail.
like, no, what the heck?
She's
No.
like, hey, don't be
kidding.
blaspheming right now, bro.
Do you smoke joints more, or you smoke like out of a bong, or like?
No joints. I smoke. This is what I
Like,
smoke.
that's your go-to.
This
Right
is
there?
my go-to here.
That's cool. But you said you're gonna start making cones too.
Yeah.
Like with the same hemp.
Yes.
That's
Hemp
cool.
and
I like cones.
hemp and bamboo.
Nice.
Yeah. So the other one is like green. The paper is green.
You know what's crazy?
Cool.
I was cutting. I guess because weed's legal now, I guess anybody can smoke. So I was cutting up a cop the other day, and he pulls out a weed pen, and he takes a hit, and I'm like, what? I didn't know that was allowed.
Oh yeah. Once you're in, you're like.
I mean, I guess, yeah. And fuck it. I mean, either way, those fools get to do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if you were, like just corrupt, like
Yeah,
presidents now, corrupt
Every-
cops,
mhm.
corrupt everything. Yeah, I've there was one time I was partying with the homies, and one of them knew a cop, and he was participating in the white, and he was a sheriff, bro.
Oh yeah.
You know,
For sure.
I was like, damn, okay. I was like, hey, if you ever pull me over, bro, better let me go.
Trump likes. What was it? Trump used to like be with like a stripper, right? Or like Stormy Daniels or something. Or,
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
the porn, the porn,
yeah, like,
the porn.
didn't Trump like used to, I mean, Trump was a businessman. But,
Yeah, yeah.
like
Some Wolf of Wall Street
everyone,
shit.
yeah.
Well, shit, they found a bag of coke in the White House.
Huh?
They found a bag of coke in the White House.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Oh, for
I
sure.
think it was. But now they're
Biden.
saying it might have been Kamala. I don't want to talk. I don't know who you guys believe in, but now they're saying it might have been Kamala's coke. So I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Have you heard? Have you heard? Have you? Huh?
I would believe that.
Have you heard what someone? So I listened to this podcast where they call her Mamala Kamala, like
Mamala?
Mamala, like
Mamala
Mamala
Kamala.
Kamala.
Oh my god.
Hey, have you guys seen all these crazy? There's like 4 big like TikTok influencers right now that make parody videos of her. There's this girl that does it so good. She makes this like stupid face and like the nasally voice, and I'm like, oh my god, like they just shit on her so much.
Yeah.
I haven't
crazy.
seen them.
It's crazy.
No, yeah, they're doing hella drugs and presidential campaigns.
I mean, why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
What like, look, like me, we were when we first got here, I was saying I have an addictive personality, right? So I can't do stuff like that because if I start, I won't stop, right? But if I was a normal human being that didn't have that kind of problem,
Yeah.
and I could be in the White House and do some coke on a Saturday and go to sleep and wake up on Sunday feeling fresh, why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
And at that level, they probably got the best, highest, top quality shit, right?
Yeah.
And then not only that, but they have access to like doctors that can make sure that they don't have a bad come down. They give them the
For
right
sure.
the right meds and the right IV,
Right.
and they'll be good to go the next day.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I mean, I don't know for sure, but like, I definitely think.
I'm pretty. I mean,
If they get up, when they put up, like, I mean, think about it. What's his name? Biden. Like they put him up on stage, like guys, like
Oh, they were putting
100 years old. Like
they were
they
putting
pump
something
him,
in them.
Yeah, they pump something in them to get them alert.
Probably
Uh-huh.
they probably pumped them full of testosterone and Adderall, bro. Straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
I mean, and they probably gave him a honey pack too. Oh man, have you heard of the royalty honey? Is it royalty?
I have a friend that like does that. Yeah.
I shouted.
I haven't never tried it. But
I shouted out royalty honey packs like a few episodes ago, and they followed me back.
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to royalty honey packs. That's like the big thing right now.
Yeah.
Which I don't get it, but it's like the big thing. I don't know.
It's like a like taking a Cialis. I mean, you've done pre-workout. Like a pre-workout, they'll use like Cialis and like a half a Viagra. They call them cock bombs, just like as a pre-workout. Like a half a Cialis, half of a.
So one of the Blackstone Labs pre-workouts, the Dust Reloaded, the original formula, it has something called Yohimbe, right?
Yeah.
Now Yohimbe, if you look it up, Yohimbe has also been used to treat erectile dysfunction, right?
Yeah.
So that pre-workout may or may not have you feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah.
She's gonna go home.
We're gonna get her a honey pack.
She's gonna get home. She's gonna what did she say earlier with the serving the water from the
is that what you're gonna do?
With the honey pack.
Hey,
Lefty gave me one of those because he was
sponsored by Rhino for a bit,
yeah,
right?
He gave me like one of these crazy Rhino pills, and like I used it one night. I was like dating this girl, and like I had a mean whistle. Like I remember like I couldn't go to sleep for like I literally like 24 hours.
It was just laying there like,
like no way.
It started to hurt. Yeah, my heart was like.
Yeah, they hooked him up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I forget why, but I was with someone and they looked up honey packs recently, right? So if you look up honey packs and Rhino, both of them will say this has not been approved by the FDA because it has been suspected to have a drug for erectile dysfunction known as Cialis.
Yeah.
Like Rhino got in trouble for having Cialis in it, but they still sell them. And I think now they're throwing shade at honey pack because they're saying that it has it in it. But
yeah, basically, yeah.
Where we at with the game?
3-0.
3-0?
Yeah.
What inning is it right now? I think everybody was counting out the Dodgers for this game. I don't understand why.
Wait, what's the score?
3-0.
Dodgers. Oh yeah, they got it.
After that, one more game.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
A sweep.
crazy.
Imagine a sweep.
Well, the thing
Yeah.
is, we want them to win here.
I know. I know, but either way, if they win over there, they're getting on the first flight back to LA, and we having a fucking parade.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Straight
Yep.
up, like I'm sure my whole barbershop will close.
Yeah.
Well,
That's good for California. I feel like California needs.
I think
positive.
LA,
Mhm.
California
Yeah.
needs all the money they can get right now.
Yeah.
You know,
For sure.
fuck yeah, that Dodgers winning a World Series will be good. Did you hear like the first game in LA? There was like a Dodger game, a Laker game, 2 concerts,
Mhm.
and some a USC
That was like,
game.
yeah.
It was lit.
So you saw like classic.
It was
Uh-huh.
lit. Oh yeah. That too. There was that too.
Yeah.
All in the same. Yeah. So
There was a bunch of shit going on too, like even by where we stay at.
Mhm.
Like there was concerts or like concert shows going on, and they had the Ontario Arena.
okay. Yeah. I've been to that one before. I've been to like I forget what concert, but I've been to a concert.
Mhm.
Oh, they're recording out here now. They're recording now. Yeah. Little sesh,
Little
and
session.
we got Chase the barber in the house. Chase the blend,
Thanks for
right?
having me, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Appreciate, yeah. Thank you
Yeah,
for letting me be a
yeah,
part
nice
of
to
Yeah,
meet
of
you.
course, man. You know, the more the merrier. You know, shit. You know, it kind of, you know, it it's been good.
Yeah.
I still got a couple questions for you though.
Yeah.
Um,
We've been
what's-
having a
I
good
know
conversation,
it's,
you know,
it's just
talking about everything going
yeah,
on. So
shit. I was you were supposed to tell me your life story. Remember? Remember? We were
I'm like,
talking
I don't
about
want to
it.
talk about
No,
it.
I'm
Just
just
kidding.
kidding. A little therapy. I thought we were gonna have a therapy session. What's going on?
I
No,
know.
no. But, no, it's been cool.
Mhm.
What's next?
What's next? Pretty much just dropping new product for the rolling papers. You know, the cones. Kind of revamping a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm trying to
What's a
bring.
cone? I don't know what that is.
The cone is something that's already pretty much like a rolling paper that's a cone. Like it looks like
it's like a
this.
funnel.
Yeah, it's like a
Okay.
funnel.
Open,
Yeah. So it's pretty much like just a rolling paper that's already pre-rolled.
Hmm.
You know, it's a funnel, like you said.
Hmm.
So they're ready to go. You just stuff it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Way easier.
Everyone's asking for them, so they already carry them in some dispensaries and stuff too. So
Earlier you had
getting them
mentioned
everywhere.
earlier you had mentioned some advice. I forget exactly.
The shirts, the pre-sale,
Yeah, what was it again? That
the pre-sale.
yeah, what was that advice?
It was if anyone's starting a clothing brand to do pre-sale, so you won't be sitting on so much merch.
Mm-hmm.
You know, another thing too is one of my homeboys actually told me how to do it. So you can buy, because right now there's like some type of it's called DTF, like it's like a certain type of print.
Downtown Fullerton.
Downtown, it's called
Fullerton?
DTF. So it's called I forgot what it stands for, but it's some type of like press, like a press. DTF or
Something
DTG.
to transfer.
A transfer,
Direct
yeah.
to garment.
Yeah.
Direct to garment.
DTG,
Yeah.
whatever. So basically, you could buy like a full on 10-foot sheet with like logos on it, right?
Okay.
I pay like $50 for it. So I just cut it and I just have a heat presser. So if someone orders a shirt, I could just press the shirt.
Oh, you got your own heat press?
Yeah.
Ooh, we gonna make some shirts.
That's how you make. The thing is that
when
when you have someone print shirts for you, you're talking about like $22 a shirt. So that means you have to like price your shirt at like 2.5 to 5%.
Yeah.
So no one wants to buy it, honestly.
Yeah.
So you buy it, and then if you have a heat press, that's like $50. I don't know. I don't know how like it's $1 or something, less than $1 for each little logo. You go buy a $5 shirt, press it, sell it for 25, $30. You're gonna sell out of it.
Yeah, that's the thing about like people getting put on and people not getting put on and people being educated and people not being educated. Like
Right.
some like I probably know a couple people who have their own shirts made, right?
Mhm.
But I guess they don't have like the real plug and then they try to sell them for like $50 and nobody wants to like I love you dog, but like
$50?
$50 for a shirt,
Mhm.
Like you my dog, but like and that's like that's all right, tell me that experience. people always on social media, like you always see like, oh, it doesn't cost like anything to support a friend, to give them a shout out,
Mhm.
like to post them on your story. Like,
Mhm.
how's that been? Like people like shouting you out and like supporting you.
Mm.
Because as a barber, right?
Mhm.
Let me tell you how many of my I have a big family, right? And
Mhm.
no disrespect to any of them at
Mhm.
all.
Mhm.
But let me ask me how many of my family members like that.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the
None.
same for me.
Zero.
I think it's the same for everyone that's starting a business. People. I mean, I feel like friends and family have supported me in their own way, but at the same time, in the beginning, though, that you expect that from your friends and family, so it's kind of like a rude awakening, because it's like, damn, I thought like my family was gonna support me, and like, like for example, I have events at my salon all the time. My family never goes. My parent, no
Mm.
one ever goes. So it's like, that type of thing. Yeah, it does hurt my feelings, but I've learned to deal with it. It's like doesn't bother me anymore.
Yeah. I mean, that's how it is. Kind of like being a barber, having a podcast. Like I don't know how many of my people listen. I
Hmm.
have listeners.
Hmm.
I don't know how many other people I personally know.
Yeah.
And but at the same time, like I have a cousin. My cousin Jackie G. Shout out to her again. She's probably like my biggest fan, right? And there
Hmm.
was like one episode where I posted where like it got pretty raunchy
Hmm.
when me that fool Elias, the seated entertainer, the fool in the wheelchair.
Hmm.
He's a comedian. I don't know if you've seen him.
In a
Um,
wheelchair. He has long hair.
no.
Oh,
I'll show you. I'll show you in a little bit.
okay.
But we had like a pretty raunchy conversation, and so my family member was like, "Damn fool, like I didn't know you were like that," and I was like, "Oh my bad," So like with like situations like podcasts, right?
Uh-huh.
Right? Like I love support from like the family, but
Uh-huh.
like I think my dad follows my YouTube, right? And I'm
That's
like,
cool.
yeah, but I'm like some of these conversations, I don't know like how much of the conversation I want to have because I don't know how much of it I
Who's
want to.
watching? Yeah.
I don't know what he's, you know what I mean? And then like you know what's funny about being a barber, right? So I'm sponsored by a gel company. I have multiple awards in like barber battles. I've
Mhm.
cut, a few different, guys, right? I've demoed on stage for like a huge company, and for the most part, like I'm a good barber, right? But there's
Mhm.
been times where like maybe like someone hits me up that's like a family member or like a
Mhm.
close friend that I've never cut before, right?
Mhm.
And like in that moment, I don't know what it is. Sometimes, like in that moment, when it should be like the easiest cut in the world, it doesn't go as planned.
Right.
So like somebody gives you that shot
Mhm.
and it doesn't always go the way you wanted it to go, and
Mhm.
then you're like, fuck, like I was complaining about this person not getting a haircut with me and
Mhm.
I finally do it and I fucked it up. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's just like it's weird, like it's I don't know what it is, but it doesn't happen often. But
Mhm.
I mean, it probably happened to me in like more towards like the beginning, like 3, 4, or 5 years ago,
Mhm.
um
But it is hard to be
right?
like
Do
a
you get
barber. Yeah,
you
yeah,
get
it's
you get what I'm
hard.
saying?
Yeah.
Like and you
Because you
want
mess
like
someone's hair up
you want
and
to
you're
cut
like,
everybody. You want to cut up everybody, but then
There's
not.
like a billion barber. Like think about it, there's like a billion barbers, and then like
mhm.
how do you stand? What makes you stand out like
Right.
from the rest, or like
Right.
like
Like anything, really.
yeah,
And I think right now barbering is kind of a trend.
yeah.
Like there's been a resurgence of like people going to barber school. Everybody wants to be a barber. All the new kids fresh out of barber school are getting little sweets, charging like 60, 70, $80 a cut.
Yeah.
Some of them are really good.
Uh huh.
Some of them are really good. And it makes the market a very competitive place. But that's
Mhm.
cool.
Then
You
you have
know.
like your regulars. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. I just started working in Santa Ana like in September. I took like 6 months. I stopped working in a barbershop for like 6 months earlier this year.
Mhm.
So I took some time off, and then I was teaching
Mhm.
kids how to cut hair. And now I'm back in a barbershop since September. So
Mhm.
I'm building. I'm
It's cool,
building.
man.
I'm
Nice.
building.
Yeah.
Just
But
trying
I
to
mean, that's a good place to be a barber. Orange County. I mean, anywhere,
anywhere,
but
yeah, anywhere.
anywhere.
Yeah,
But I
anywhere
feel
is
like
good.
Orange County, it's like
But anywhere is good. But barbering, the game has changed. The industry has changed. COVID fucked it up. COVID fucked up a lot because like before you could go into a barbershop in any city, people would walk in all day.
Mhm.
But then like once COVID happened, people were like, "Oh, I need an appointment now." And then people wouldn't go to barbershops as much because they're like, "Oh, I probably need an appointment." And people that were scared to go to barbershops.
Mhm.
And I feel like that whole like walk in and people going back to barbershops is just coming back.
Do you keep like all of your clients information, like phone numbers, emails, and all that?
Like record, like
Like
client records.
yeah.
Most barbershops don't do that. You
Oh.
know, unless you have like a booking app. If you have a booking app, which we do,
Mhm.
you know, their information's there. But other than that, like I think that's more of like what you're talking about.
Mhm.
That's definitely a thing. I
Mhm.
think salons do that more because they got to
Mm.
keep track of like color and allergies
Mhm.
and prior consultations, prior services.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Now we do remember though, like if we have our regular clients, like, oh,
Mhm.
you got this cut last time. You want the same cut? Okay, cool. Like I got you.
Right, right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right,
Or you
right.
want to change some? You know, you want to do
I
something
would just do
different?
it just to keep information. If there's any
Yeah,
changes, people could follow you.
yeah.
Like people are like, okay, I'm, cutting hair over here now. So send a blast text like I'm cutting hair over here now.
So here's the thing about that. You follow Marv? Marvy Marv?
Yeah, 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 I
Here's
do.
the
Yeah.
thing. All right, so here's the thing about barbering in the industry and clients, right? You could be the best fucking barber in the world, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
You could be the best barber in the world, but if
Barbers.
you move like
That's
5 or 10 miles, right? Those clients will still go to you, but eventually the research shows that they go back to that original barber shop over time.
Yeah,
Over
Mm.
it's
time, because
easier.
cut
It's easier.
barb getting a haircut is about convenience, right?
Right.
Like most clients, most
Mhm.
barbershop clients who are like mature men that just want a good haircut, they don't they don't care about like the Instagram,
Right.
Photoshop,
Got it. Got it.
celebrity
Yeah.
haircuts.
So I guess it is different
You know what I mean? Like,
from like
you
what
know
I
who
do.
cares about those really nice haircuts? 18-year-old kids that don't have the money to pay for them.
Mhm.
That's who
That's
wants
the truth.
celebrity. That's who asks for celebrity haircuts a lot. Young
Mhm.
kids that don't have the hair for it. They don't have the money for it. Like they're the ones that I want. You know. But other
Mhm.
than that,
People
like
don't care. They just want to cut.
the homies just want a fresh fade. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And
Mhm.
if you find a barber that's cool,
Like
that's
two
down to
minutes away,
that 2 minutes away,
Yeah.
then we're gonna go there.
why would you change that? You
Why
know.
would you go 30
And
minutes
for the
away?
most part, from what I hear, most clients what they do, they find a barbershop, they find their barber, but while that barber's cutting hair and they're waiting for their appointment, they're looking at all the other barbers to see who cuts hair the best,
Mhm.
so that when their barber's not there, they could just go to him. You know
Mm.
what I mean? 'Cause,
Dang, you guys, that's too much.
uh,
That's
But then you were talking about the walk-in thing. Like,
yeah.
I don't
Mhm.
know if you ever experienced like you'll get like this random person that's like a walk-in, but it's almost like they do that on purpose. Like they'll like purposely like go like do a walk-in. They'll go to like they'll never have been there before, and they'll just do like a walk-in. Like and like they look like a dirty person. Like they just look like horrible. Like and then
Mhm.
like you just turn them around, you make them look like $1 million,
Hmm.
Mhm.
and then they'll like just to fuck with the system. They'll like
Mhm.
be like, oh, like like, oh, I don't like my haircut or whatever. They'll complain to the manager,
I
Mhm.
and
So
then
they
think
like
won't
they'll
I
pay.
they'll
kind of
cut
get
it.
what you're saying. I think I
Yeah.
kind. You know what I noticed? Guys who like their hair a specific way, where there's
The broke
some
ones.
people in Spanish the word is delicado.
El más
Like,
delicado
uh-huh.
es el más
So not only that, but they go to a specific barber, they get the same exact haircut. Then they'll go to a different barber they don't know, and they'll ask for a different haircut.
Mhm.
And you do the haircut, and then they're pissed off, and then they're like questioning you while they're doing it. Oh, how long you been cutting hair? And you're like, hold up. In my head, I'm just gonna be cool, but in my head, I'm like, why the fuck would you? If you're like this, why would you go to a new barber and ask for a different haircut? Or like I've had where guys go to one barber all the time
Hmm.
and then they have it a certain way, right? And then they'll
Yeah.
come to me and they'll ask me, like they always get mid fades, right? Mid skin fades, and it looks really good on them. And they'll
Yeah.
come to me and they'll ask me for a low fade.
Yeah.
And then I do the low fade, and then I notice they're like, oh fuck, can you go higher? Dude, why didn't you just ask me for the same haircut you always get?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I
Uh-huh.
get wanting to try a new style, but like if it works for you, like I guess I don't know. I mean everybody's entitled to
To
getting what they
uh-huh.
want.
Right, right,
But
right.
like if you
Yeah.
have something that works for you, why not just keep getting what works?
Mhm.
You
Every
know?
fade's like the same concept, but it's
Mhm.
like every like barber has like I feel like their own way to like fade hair or their own like their own way about going about it. It's
Mhm.
like same concept but different.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
Mhm.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
me, like I see you like doing designs. My get downs mid fades, mid skin fades.
Yeah.
Like, but it's hard. It's funny because like a lot of people be like, "Oh yeah, you're known for your fades." I see because that's all I post, right? But then I'll get a new client that's like, "Oh, I seen you cut hair really good," and they come to me and then they don't ask me for a mid skin fade. But originally, what attracted them to me was that haircut.
Yeah.
And then they get a total different haircut, and I'm like, I mean, I'll do it to the best of my ability.
Mhm.
But then they're like, and I'm like, well, you came to me because you saw I get done with skin fades, but
Yeah.
you didn't get that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you want that
Right.
full experience. I mean, obviously, not everybody likes skin fades, but like, if that's what you came to me for, and that's what I'm known for, then why wouldn't you try it?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just I don't know. I don't. Human beings are weird, Like me,
Right.
I've been getting the same haircut for years. I'm probably not ever gonna change it.
Yeah.
I have no need. I don't need to come over. I don't need to sit back. I don't need a copete. Like
You see that little
yeah.
meme I posted with the
So I
little
used
with
to
the bangs?
I used to. I'll show you right now after what I used to have, but it's kind of like that. But I only got
The
that because I
bangs
think
you
my
just
dad my dad got that for a few years, and then when I was in college, I was like, "Fuck this! I'm cutting this shit off. Like, who needs
You used to
hair?"
do a comb over.
No, when I first became a barber, I got a comb over for a little bit, but it's too much work, dog.
Yeah.
People are always like,
let me show him
why
though.
don't you grow your hair?" And I'm like, if I were to grow my hair, I would need a barber to give me a fresh skin fade every day.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm gonna look messy. Like some of these guys, I don't know how they go 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, fucking 3 months. I don't
This
know how they
haircut.
fucking do it.
Oh yeah. Like curtain bang, like like with the noodle thing on the.
Yeah, with the
like,
noodle thing.
They would just
With the
cut
highlights, you know what I mean?
with the highlights and then have like
And it's
little
always the paisas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like,
before the Edgar haircut. It was that.
oh, man, oh man, I just
What about like the cheap asses? Do you guys have like like you said, los delicados, whatever. They're like, I feel
um
like a lot of them are just. I mean, cause I get a lot of. I feel like the bougiest girls are like the cheapest ones.
yeah.
Like they're like, oh, can you give me a discount? I'm like,
You know what?
no.
I notice more than that, it's always the guys that are balding that have balding hair on top that
Uh-huh.
want this. Sometimes they want like they just want a haircut that they can't get, and then like,
Start doing the spray.
oh fuck all that, and it's like bro, like, or it's funny, I'll get a lot of old. I'm not shitting on anybody, but I've seen
I'm not laughing at
multiple
no one balding.
times older Asian men with like no hair on top.
Uh-huh.
They bring me this picture of a white guy with red hair and like a lot of volume with like a slick back
Yeah.
or comb over.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, like okay,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
what?
Where do you want me to get that extra hair from?
Like what the fuck? Like
Mhm.
like that's just crazy. But yeah, I mean, and
So
that's
what do you do when they when they?
you gotta give them the closest thing to it. The closest thing to it. Like that's why me, like
Mhm,
I just cut this shit off like short every 2 days.
mhm,
That's all it's realistic. Like I don't
mhm.
need to be fucking asking for these crazy ass fucking
Yeah.
like for what, But
Mhm.
I'm a simple guy. I'm a simple man. I'm super
Right.
simple. I
Right.
keep things super simple.
Mhm.
Like I just recently bought 2 pairs of Jordans for the first time in like fucking ever.
Mhm.
Otherwise I just wear regular shoes.
Mhm.
But like, now I'm like, all right, fuck it. It's time for a Jordan phase. Look,
Treat
you
yourself.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Treat
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah, yeah. But
Mhm.
but yeah, so guys are guys are wild. But so are women, right?
Mhm.
I'm sure women go
Super
into
wild.
hair salons all the time, nail salons, and they want they want the
Free
best
shit.
products for the lowest price, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so
Like I've had my situations. Where I do trainings myself. I train them to do body sculpting. And I think this was during COVID. I was ordering machines from overseas and shipping was taking so long. It was taking like 2 times as long. So I had done the training. The girls agreed to get the training and then get their machines afterwards. So it was taking more than usual. So one of the ladies just got like pissed off, like, "Oh, you didn't promote that in your in your advertisement," and pretty much asked for all of her money back. She's like, "I didn't even learn anything," and this and that.
damn.
Like, I don't know if I could say that.
Yeah.
But, so I ended up, I did end up like refunding her some money, just so she'll shut up. Not because I felt like I did anything wrong, but I just refunded her some money so she could really just shut up because she was starting to harass me. And then when I
Oh,
would
shit.
call her, she wouldn't answer. Just little dumb things like that.
Yeah.
And then another customer that pretty much paid me up front for all these sessions, like to get body contour. And she made an appointment. I was there waiting for her on her appointment date and time. And then the windows at my salon are all kind of like blacked out. So this older woman, said that she went to her appointment and I wasn't there. I'm like, I'm right here. I've been here waiting for you. So it seems like she just drove by and she didn't get off. She just drove by and I guess she seen that the lights were off when they weren't. It was just that my windows were. And she made a big deal about that. So I just refunded her too. Like, shut up. So I've had like situations too
I feel
where
that. I
women
feel
are
that.
crazy.
I feel that. Where we at on time?
And then
woman?
even tenants.
Sorry.
It's okay.
It's 7:20.
Sheesh. That flew by quick, man.
We'll be talking.
I know, man. We're talking.
But yeah. So
Plug yourself up real quick. You say you have like 3 or 4 businesses, 3 or 4 pages. Tell them where to find you.
So you can find me on Instagram at Rollin Rollin with Mamacitas. That's like my main page, and then I also have my other business page, which is Hourglass Body Sculpting _
Okay.
So, but my main page is really Rollin with Mamacitas. I'm on there. The
Okay.
other, I mean, Rollin with Mamacitas is my business page,
Mhm.
but and so is the other. But I'm mainly on Rollin with Mamacitas.
And it's mainly for rolling papers.
Rolling papers, exactly. Rolling paper, smoking accessories, and merch.
Okay. Okay. I think I really.
I just followed you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'll follow you back here now.
Yeah, that was dope. No pressure. It was good conversation. So I really appreciate you coming out here.
Yes, of
I
course.
appreciate you taking out the time.
Of course.
Shout out to Chase for coming through. Shout out to the homegirl for
Val.
streaming the game the whole time. Shout out to the homie right here. Shout out to the Wrecking Spot. Shout out to OTR Records. Shout out to Soulless. Hey, that's crazy. You got that fucking tattoo. That's dope, bro.
Thanks, man.
Hey, you fucking OTR for life now, bro.
Well, like the way I'm always gonna.
Yeah.
That's how I saw it. Is like I like tattoos. I have other tats, but like the way I see it is like it's kind of like a modern day like Death Row Records,
Hell yeah,
like
hell yeah.
and then like
Hey,
like
here's the thing about OTR, dog. Like me and you, like I've been like I met Soulless in 2018 or 2019, back when he was with Swifty, and I cut up Swifty Blue, right?
Okay.
That's when I met him, and then one day, like we kept in touch. I interviewed him, and then one day he goes, "Hey, bro, I got this new artist, Lefty Gun, planning you to come cut him up,"
Yeah.
Me and you got in with OTR, like they're already popping, but like one day they're gonna be like Interscope, Aftermath.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be right here, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's how I got plugged up with the podcast room because of Soulless.
I mean, I'm never gonna forget. Like,
yeah, no, yeah,
I cut Lefty.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Like a lot of the artists, like I'm always gonna remember that.
People see my shit and they're like, "What? You cut him up? What?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro, he's cool, fool." They're like, "What? You know him, man?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro, he's cool. He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Chill. He's a regular guy like me and you. It's what it is.
Yeah,
But yeah,
chill.
man. Shout out to the studio. Shout out to everybody in the room right now. You got anything else you want to say?
Thank you for having me on here.
You're welcome.
I
How'd you like the
appreciate
coffee?
it. It was good. I just
sure?
didn't. We were talking so much.
I know.
I was
I
all trying to like sip it. I'm
It's
like,
vanilla. I wasn't sure if you're a vanilla girl or a caramel girl. I wasn't really sure.
no, it's cool. It was good. Yeah.
You can't ever do wrong with vanilla. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
can't. And then just shout out to my nephew and my 2 nephews and my niece.
Okay.
Val for coming with me.
Shout out to Val. Hey,
The
so the Dodgers
homegirl.
winning 3-0 still? Shout out to the Dodgers 4-0. We coming home with the championship. Oh, let's go. We about to be 3-0. Let's go. All right. Well, I'm Andre. I go by Dre Cuss. I go by Dre. I go by Dre Don't Play. I go by Dre Day. For the most part, I go by Dre Cuts on Instagram. My name is pronounced Dre. It's not Drew. It's Dre Cuts. DREHCUTZ. Catch me on Instagram at Dre Cuts. Shout out to Rollin Mamacitas. Shout out to Chase LeBlin. Bell and to the homie. What's your name?
Sumo.
And to the homie Sumo. Let's go. We out.
Oh yeah.
So we was talking. I'm just kidding.
So the whole your Instagram
And when
rolling
we came
with
in, I was like,
mama
oh
with
shit,
mama or
like, you know, do I
Mamacita?
cover that couple
Rollin?
years?
Oh.
Type it in right here for me. So I don't spell it wrong.
I was like, fuck it.
Nah, I know
I took a picture,
he
you
just
guys.
told me about you today, and I looked it up. I seen you with hood stocks.
Oh, yeah.
I met Lucky before. I met Lucky fucking like a while back in the hood because the homie passed away and he came to the funeral, you know?
Oh,
There it is.
Yeah, so that's how I met him.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
my uncle is look here from the same gang.
Oh, from Highland Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know gang homies. So my mom's car.
Well, was it me? Well, she